Max RPG Podcast. I'm in Max. Pursuing the RPG hobby with reckless abandon.
Once.
Hello.
Hi.
What?
We
What's
are
happening?
here. It is One Shot Saturday. My name is Kimi, and I will be your lovely GM today. And these are my players.
What?
Hey, you're new.
Hi.
Who are you, and what makes you famous?
I'm Katie, and I'm famous for being pretty darn goth.
We seem to be collecting those.
Yeah.
I think we have a
I'm
collection
here to fill your
of goth.
quota for the day.
Pocket goths.
Yeah.
Somebody's
You gotta
making
catch 'em all.
noise. Be careful of your jacket. I think
You
your
be
jacket-
careful of my jacket.
I am so
You need a
careful of
tie
your
clip.
jacket.
Tie pin? Tie thing? Isn't it?
It's
Well,
not
no,
gonna
it's
keep my
actually the
jacket.
jacket rubbing the mic.
It's
That's
not going to keep my jacket off the mic.
colors.
I know,
It's
it's
so nice.
nice.
We dressed up.
For those of you listening to the podcast, like
Didn't
most
know.
of us are like just in jeans and t-shirt, and Jason is super swanky in like a nice blue suit with a lavender tie. It's
I
very
didn't know we
pretty.
were doing a purple thing. No one said we
I
were
dressed
doing
up. I
Katie's-
tried for
Katie's
you
got
guys.
it.
Hair matches each other. Fuck both of
Well,
you
she
guys.
looks like fancy goth. It's a little different than like Mr. Teacher Guy.
Mr. Mills.
Mr. Actual Teacher Guy.
Yeah. So, all right,
That's what they call me.
Mr. Teacher Guy.
The teacher guy.
All right. So today we are playing Demigods, but I decided to mess with things a little bit, and it will be set in. No, I know everyone's like, oh, she's going to do something in the Renaissance or Victorian. I was like, no, going to like pull it out of my wheelhouse a little bit, and I'm going to do the 1920s, which I know very little about. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be fine. Yeah. And so, hi, Katie.
Hi.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks. Excellent. And we also have who else do we have?
Hi, Abria. So.
Yep.
And I'm Mike.
Oh, your mic's not on.
Oh no, Mike.
Hold on.
God, Mike's not Mike.
And I'm Mike.
Well done. Well done.
Hey.
I did it.
Hello.
You're Mr. Teacher Guy.
I'm
Mr. Mills.
Just realized.
Mr. Mills.
and I wrote and directed the game that we're playing today. Actually, didn't direct shit. That's
No.
Kimmy's job.
That's my job to herd
So,
the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a little nervous about running this game for Jason today. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little nervous about it.
Well,
It's
you know,
fine.
Jason is very judgmental
And critical.
and critical of
Yeah.
everyone.
Fact.
He sort of is about this game,
and
honestly.
I
She's like, it's not a joke.
you know, the good thing is there's lots of ways to play Demigods, and I don't feel like there's only one right way.
There's not.
So.
But there are wrong ways. And if you do it,
He'll let me know
I'll
later.
tell you.
Oh no! I'll just write it down.
Oh, so you'll grade her?
Some
Yeah.
teacher
I'm gonna
shit
get
right
it.
there.
Okay.
It'll go
You're
on
getting
my
a report
list.
card.
That's okay. I'm an assistant principal. I can take it. It'll be fine.
Hey.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get started then. You guys all already picked your playbooks. So why don't we go around the table and why don't you read the name of your playbook and a little paragraph describing your playbook underneath.
Cool.
Do the thing, Mr. Teacher Guy.
Okay. I'm going to use the Warrior playbook today.
Show the art.
Oh, the art is the kind of the best.
Yeah. If,
At Ami Vidal, AMEVIDAL, is on Twitter. That's our artist for the game. She is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think she's doing like a print sale right now too. So
Yeah.
if you go look her up.
Yeah, and if you're listening to the podcast right now, if you imagine Abria and I having a child together, that is what the picture on the Warrior Playbook looks like.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and if you go and you find Jason on Instagram or Twitter, you can look back through his pictures, and he's posted the artwork, all of the artwork, so you can see it there if you aren't
Yeah.
seeing us on the cameras right now.
Yeah. And then I mentioned that because if you have the open beta is Sans artwork.
Yes.
That's we're saving that for the Kickstarter.
Nice.
So if you have the open beta and you're like, dang, what that art?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, when you kickstart it, you can have Abria and my baby
Our
on your
baby is
picture.
glorious.
She's so glorious.
She's beautiful.
And she's buff as fuck.
And
I love it.
And that is a Nintendo Power Glove. Is her epic. So,
All right.
And
Nice.
Backstories, my actual life.
did you read the paragraph?
should I?
Oh, yeah, read the thing, sorry.
Yeah.
I got distracted with the picture.
A warrior is often many other things as well. A poet, a chef, a parent, a leader, or a teacher, to name just a few.
Hey.
Well,
Teacher guy.
always a last resort. In your heart of hearts, you know that sometimes violence is the best solution, and you're the one prepared to carry it out. Your response will be tactical, thoughtful, careful, and crushingly victorious.
I love that.
Dope.
I haven't heard that since you reworked it. I think.
Mm.
It's very nice.
I'm playing the artisan, And look, there's art.
It's beautiful.
It's a handsome man fixing a drone with a fake arm. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
he's nice.
It's a real arm.
Is it?
It's just metal.
Yeah, it's
It's real metal.
yeah, it exists.
Sure.
It's non-organic.
Okay. Anyway, the artisan.
Getting drunk as you go see this. It's
It's
fine.
a real metal arm.
So the Golden Fleece, Mjolnir, and the Chandrahas? How do you pronounce that? Chandrahas are all godlike creations for heroes or fellow gods, but it was the artisans among them who crafted such wonders. You are the one who shapes the threads of fate into works of art, weapons, armor, and devices useful to you, your woven band, and your pantheon. Stand back. You're going to try crafting.
Nice.
Excellent.
Sweet. I'm going to play the Reaper. I love this art. It's so cute. That's kind of 100% the reason I picked it. Death doesn't discriminate, and no one understands death and dying the way you do. Should I have sung it? It's a Hamilton reference. It makes me so
I mean, I guess it's up to you whether that feels like a win or not.
Yes. Ouch. You're judgmental.
Keep loving anyway.
Perfect.
We're gonna get totally flagged on YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming I sang it well enough to be recognized.
It was beautiful.
Thanks.
I loved it.
I love you.
I love you.
We should have a baby.
We should. She would be amazing. I'm going to keep reading.
Okay.
You've been consumed with thoughts of the dead as long as you can remember, either as a morbid fascination or the raucous rejection fueling relentless revelry. How dare you put that much alliteration? I can't even say alliteration.
Do you want
already
to again?
drunk.
I'm already drunk. You have to see how much
happen?
alcohol I put in there. It was a mistake. Regardless, you are someone who makes sure those who have passed on make it to where they're supposed to be. I have to go.
Oh, you're
Game.
the, you're the
Want to lie
psychopath.
down?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's early still.
It's
Yeah.
so early, and I'm very drunk.
Welcome to One Shot Saturday.
That's some nice tequila, bro.
All right, new girl.
Cool. So I am playing the Celestial. There's the art there. She's kind of like a bootylicious Captain Canada. And
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That is
She's
not
not
a big old
wrong.
crossbow. I like it.
Yeah,
She's
I'm-
thick as fuck, and I'm
She is-
here for it.
Yeah, like, damn.
She's a little maple snack.
Yup.
This game is going to go
Changes
so well.
entire character. Canadian gods? The Celestial is the huntress, the investigator, the one peeking behind the velvet curtains. Your destiny lies in the heavens, whether the stars, the moon, the planets, or the sun. No one can take the sky from you. I see what you did there.
What?
Your view from on high also gives insight into the future and the true nature of the people around you. Secrets beware. The Celestial is watching. Yeah.
Excellent. Very nice. So talking about the setting a little bit, I know some of you know a little bit about the setting of Demigods. Jason. So Demigods basically takes place this one is going to take place in the 1920s. We will decide what city specifically and stuff like that together while we are making our characters and figuring all that out. But in Demigods, basically anything that humans believe in actually exists. So all the gods of history exist. One of the reasons I wanted to run this game in a past period is because I have run it in modern or nearly modern times just about every time, and I tend to lean pretty heavy into like the science pantheon, and the goddess of Instagram shows up all the fucking time in my games. I don't know why. So I was like, okay, I want to be like a little bit out of the wheelhouse. I want to like take it back a little bit and kind of mix things up a little bit. But things like Instagram, which doesn't exist in the 1920s, obviously, things like that do because people believe in them. So that there are gods of science, even though in the 1920s they'll be a little different, because people believe in them without necessarily understanding them, which then causes them to hate themselves, and it's really nice. But all the gods exist. So Venus can exist next to Aphrodite. They both are separate goddesses. You know, in the sky, Ra is pushing the sun next to Apollo. They're all there. So while it is a little bit alt history, like you can go down the street and you'd see, a temple to Apollo, things like that, as well as the major religions we kind of know today. So if people have believed in it, it's got some power. And that's one of the things that the gods and by token their demigods are working for, is they need people to believe in them to exist. So there's a difference between belief and knowledge. So if they're like, boom, I'm Apollo, yeah, then obviously people know they exist, so that cancels out belief, so they actually lose power. So they, in turn, create or adopt demigods, which is what you guys are, to be their influencers on Earth. Because the gods can't really be on Earth for very long. They start messing things up. The fates start breaking and intertwining, and it kind of causes problems. So demigods don't necessarily have to be from the loins of the gods. You can be, if you like. Yes, if you saw my hand motion.
I don't like the word loins.
Yeah.
Why?
That was upsetting.
It was upsetting.
The fatal loins.
Yes,
Sweet gods.
Oh,
That's
everyone's
that is as bad as roost.
Ugh, I still hate the way you say roast.
I have to go.
Yeah. This is an
fun.
What is with
unfriendly
the
room.
word hating? Loins is a great word.
Wow.
All right.
You keep saying
Anyway, I do. Loins. Oh, that was creepy. But you can be a demigod, that it has been adopted by a god. So if you were absolutely the best drinker in your fraternity, Bacchus may be like, oh, you're my dude, and adopt you as, his son. Or, if you're sorority, that's whatever. So you don't have to be like, oh, my mom, had sex with a swan, and she thought that was cool, and now I'm Zeus's kid. Or whatever that goes.
Zeus.
Oh, Zeus.
So
Letta.
gross.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been really...
I don't know. It was a real hot swan.
Yeah. So you can kind of be creative with how you became a demigod and all that too. So we'll work on that as we create characters. And I think I've gotten just about everything on the list, because I am looking at the list since Jason's sitting at the table.
You do you.
Okay. Me do me. All right, so let's look at our character sheets for just a moment.
Never.
I always fill in character name like the very last thing, but if you have a character name, go ahead and fill it in now. It takes me a very long time to dedicate to a character name.
I switched Divine Parent.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone at the table want to share kind of what divine parents they're thinking of, or have you all decided? Careful with hitting the mic. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I got one thrown at me, so
You got one thrown at you? Did you catch it?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah,
Feel
I was.
bad about that.
So, as the artisan, the divine parent will be Enki, which is the Sumerian god of crafts and creation and water and knowledge. I'm reading it because I'm not super familiar, but yeah, this was suggested to me and it sounded good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my deal.
Cool.
Definitely, this is definitely a character that was that was tagged, not born of the loins.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
We're going to keep
Very
saying
sorry.
it. That's a good word.
She's not sorry.
I don't feel welcome in this space.
Accurate. Neither do I, and I've been here forever. It's not great. My divine parent is Kali, the Hindu goddess of death and destruction, and wearing sweet belts.
Okay. Sweet bells.
Yeah.
Goddess
Accessories.
Yeah. Real good accessories and standing on dudes.
All right. Katie.
My divine parent is the Morrigan, the Celtic triple goddess of death and prophecy.
Nice. Jason.
Sorry, I thought I had enough time.
Nope. He was getting a shot glass. Priorities.
I just have.
I'm gonna play. This warrior is the son of Radio.
Nice.
Is a World War I vet. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Fabulous. All right. Very nice.
I'm very close to switching to divine parent of galvanization.
Do it.
You can.
Don't know enough about it.
Same. Make it up.
Yeah. And it's important, if you've never seen us run Demigods before, you don't have to necessarily have a divine parent who's like you. All kids rebel. So you can definitely be, like, my favorite example is, like, you can be a, daughter of Loki who's, like, god of chaos and craziness and, like, be a librarian and, like, love the Dewey Decimal System and, like, order is your favorite thing. Or you can be, like, your divine parent as well. You don't have to
You
be
did
the
not
same.
just diss the Dewey Decimal System, did you?
No.
Okay.
Dewey Decimal
All right.
System.
It's not a
Carry
flawless.
on.
Those are
Yeah.
fighting words.
It's just different than Loki.
Yes.
It's not wrong in any way.
Okay.
I know
just-
no other system to proffer in instead. There is only Dewey.
Dewey and his decimals. All right, so why don't we go through right now, and I'd like for you guys to look at your gifts, which are underneath your character name, Divine Parent, and Pantheon. And if you have a name at some point, let me know what that is. So you will get to choose 3 gifts. So look there. If you have any questions, let me know. These are very up for interpretation, and it is designed to be that way. So if it is divine armor, it can literally be anything. Like if you're the verdant who works with nature, like maybe your skin turns to bark, Or, you know, if you want to be like Domino, maybe your divine armor is luck and you just never get hit. You just, I tripped a little bit and just got out of the way of the bullet. It's amazing how that works. So it can be literally just about anything that you can think of that kind of works with that.
And if anyone does choose an epic item or weapon or something, I can be the one who made it for you.
I
And that
have
would be a
2
tangle.
of them.
No.
So that can definitely be a
Okay.
tangle later, because that's
Yeah.
one of mine. It's like, I made an epic thing
We're
for
gonna
somebody.
get tangled up.
Tangles.
Yeah.
I have selected all of my options.
Damn.
Okay.
It's like he knows.
It's shocking. It's
what's
like you know
on there.
them all.
It actually was a little bit tough. I was like, I want this. Oh, no. Wait, I wrote good options.
I don't have my phone, so I can't Google what psychometry is, and I feel
Oh,
dumb.
it's touching an object and knowing its history.
Oh, cool. Into that.
It's a good touch.
I played the Celestial in our campaign, and I also didn't know what that was, and was too ashamed to ask, so I did not pick it.
I have no shame. Well played.
Very nice.
Also, my character's name is Stefan.
Okay.
Mine is Moira.
Kimi.
Oh my god, wait, no,
What?
I can't type this size.
Genie?
Yeah.
All right.
You are Jeannie and you are Moira.
Yes, Moira.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like Genie. In a bottle Genie.
No, it's fine.
Fuck you.
I like her.
I love her.
This is great.
Mike, do you have an name
Yes, Carl.
yet? Okay.
Carl Loinsfeld.
Good.
Please.
So good.
Lowenfeld.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Lowenfeld.
He's German,
Oh.
so
Lowenfeld. Just shout it, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
That's
Loinsfeld.
what, yeah.
Lowenfeld.
Oh,
pretty
it's
good.
definitely Loin. I was going to be Schmidt because that's
Schmidt.
That's like
Loinsfeld
blacksmith, but
is
no, now
different.
it's Loinsfeld.
Also, your kitty is Schmitty the kitty.
Yes.
Schmitty the kid.
Mike's cat is named Schmitty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's cute, too.
He's a very cute cat.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see Janet today. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, you didn't come in
Neither.
there. Yeah, she's the best.
Well, we have to go back, so.
What was your name again?
Stefan, with an F.
Carl Loinsfeld. This is how it's spelled. If you want to know.
I don't. After Karl, I don't care.
It is Carl
Moira.
with a K.
Okay.
Make sure.
How do you
Very
spell
important.
Genie?
Jeannie.
One of those.
Yeah.
So if you've all picked your gifts, why don't we go around the table and you can share what gifts you got so I can have some idea of what to throw at you. I mean, I thought you as a character to help with everything. Why don't we start with Mr. Teacher Guy?
Okay. I picked Divine Might and Epic Armor and Epic Melee Weapon.
Nice. Okay.
And
Do you have an idea what those are?
yeah, I mean, the Might is just being super strong. Although not like Superman, right?
Yeah.
It's just like more like Luke Cage strong,
Okay.
that kind of thing. The Epic Armor is just his skin's real hard,
Okay.
so that works.
You know, like a radio.
Yeah.
Yep, just like a radio. And his epic, I picked melee weapon instead of ranged weapon because he had a lot of, World War I. He just like rushed, just rushed in.
He did the whole No Man's Land Wonder Woman thing?
Yeah. He is Wonder Woman.
Really?
I have to think about what it is. I think it's like a trench knife, but we'll get there.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty sure it's a trench knife.
Every time I play the Warrior, I'm like, I'm not going to be Wonder Woman. I'm not going to be Wonder Woman. And every time.
Why?
Why
I
wouldn't
wrote
you?
it to be Wonder Woman.
I know.
Wonder Woman's like the number one build on the sheet on purpose.
I'm going to go off type. I'm going to go off. Damn it, I didn't go off type. Mike.
I have picked the gifts alchemical texts, so I know how to make some potions. A bag of holding, because I need to hold my book somewhere, and divine intellect.
Very nice.
Nice. You have to go. I haven't picked
Okay,
my
Okay, cool.
one yet.
I have chosen augury because I've decided to play sort of a prophetess. I have chosen epic armor because this person is sort of an intellectual and not a fighter, so she needs a little bit of protection, and I will explain what it is as part of her backstory. And lie detector, just because I
Fabulous.
find that's always pretty helpful. Okay.
Accurate. It's also super annoying if you're a trickster. No experience with that.
I'm here to
at
ruin
all.
your experience.
Yeah.
Hooray.
The number of games, it seems like the Celestial and the Trickster end up in games a lot. Like half of the one-shots I ran at Gen Con,
Yeah.
the Celestial and the Trickster were in-game together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was just like...
It's always fun.
Oh, goodness.
Cool. I was like, God,
Waiting.
do you know how to fist bump?
What is this? I don't understand. Your
Strange.
strange and broken language.
Get out of here.
Bro.
You have to do this
Yeah.
first, and then
Yeah, I got to do that like.
yeah.
Still my favorite dance move. Sweet.
I don't know.
That to
Please.
All I Want for Christmas Is You from Mariah Carey is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
It's very good.
There's just hands waving. I
It
don't
is.
know what's happening.
Yeah, don't worry about
Get
it.
rid of this guy.
Okay, my 3 are Aura of Dread, Cloak of Obscurement, and Epic Weapon. No! Sorry, Hair.
Excellent.
So Hour of Dread, people don't like it when you're around?
No, because that would never happen to me. And she turns it on when she wants.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
How you like it.
And what is your epic weapon?
Um,
You want to think about it more?
like a cool curvy sword, but it looks like the feather in her little flapper, like headband.
Like a kukri.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
I feel like that's
Perfect.
Abria not admitting she doesn't know what that word means.
Thank you.
No, I'm sure
Is
she
it
knows.
Is it a wavy sword? It's the curvy sword.
Or
A
a Chris.
scimitar? Like a big curvy sword? Or like
no, like a
little curvy?
cute one.
Okay.
So this is what a kukri looks like,
Yeah, like that.
or
but
maybe you meant a Chris.
Yeah, Google it if you're listening to the podcast. This is a very visual heavy game so far, so
Yeah.
we need to be careful to include
Yes.
our podcasty listeners, guys.
it's a curvy sword.
Curvy
Shaped like a
sword.
fucking feather.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's something in Abria's imagination that's fabulous.
No, it's real.
I know, I'm just kidding.
But it is fabulous. Sweet, yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. What I'd like for us to do also, I would like for us to read our Ascendance moves and our Death moves right now before we
what's
move
that?
on to the next thing. I don't know.
Ascendance moves?
Never heard him.
Nope. Go, Katie.
Cool.
Katie's like,
Chris
what the fuck is happening?
No, not that. Now I have to Google it. Go. I'm sorry.
The stars align as every thread spools out before you. This is my ascendance move, by the way. As every thread spools out before you, step calmly through mayhem, predicting every twitch and gust of wind to set things back on the course you've determined is correct. All this happened before and will happen again, but this time according to your say.
Nice.
That's my ascendance move. And then my death move is, while you are dead, the veil is truly torn back from your senses. Your shade in the mortal world treats a Read the Weave miss as a 7 to 9 and a 7 to 9 as a 10 plus. You may also ask an additional question from the list.
Oh, that just reminded me too. There's a major edit going in that I cannot believe I missed. Read the Weave is being changed to Read a Stitch.
Yeah.
And I'm really angry at myself that it took me a year to think of that.
Aw.
So that move is now Read a Stitch.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a good pun, and I appreciate
Good.
it.
And
Yeah.
the original Apocalypse
very
World
good.
move is Read a Sitch.
Yeah.
And that's, also just
yeah.
a common phrase. But everything's about strings for some reason, so.
It's a Talwar second. Different sword.
Oh, Talwar, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know you know what it is. It's just a curvy
We've
sword.
all watched Forged in Fire on the History Channel.
Yeah.
It's so good. They make swords.
I don't watch
I just don't have
anything that's
History
not
Channel.
on a streaming.
What's the TP?
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
My Ascendance move is like a chess master. Every aspect and strategy of the current battle unfolds before you, and you find a way to turn the tide. One way or the other, the day is won. Describe how.
Excellent.
And my death move is, while you are dead, your shade in the mortal world is able to lend its prowess to members of your woven band. With a successful help an ally roll, you may add your prowess stat to someone else's for one move, with the standard maximum of +4 to any single roll.
Very nice.
I'll go. All right. You are become death, the destroyer of worlds. For a brief moment, you have complete mastery over death. Bullets and swords pass through you harmlessly. Enemies drop dead in your sight, and fallen allies rise to live again. The party isn't over until you say it's over.
Hell
And
yeah.
then it's such a cool sentence move. And the death move is, why is everyone calling me? Sorry. While you're dead, your shade in the mortal world is able to phase between corporeal and incorporeal states. You cannot use any of your moves or gifts, but you are physically present with your woven band and cannot leave their presence. You must remain with at least one of them at all times.
Excellent.
Cool. My Ascendance move. The underlying architecture of reality slides together and everything finally makes sense. Change something about an object. Something big or small, but the object will never be the same. Describe how. Alternatively, this can be used to craft an epic item for yourself or someone else without needing any, Jason, what is this word?
Orichalcum.
Orichalcum. Without needing any of that.
I always say it wrong. I always call it orichalcum.
Yep.
Close enough.
There's no I in the end.
No, there's not. But I just make it.
Yeah.
And my death move is, while you are dead, your shade in the mortal world inhabits a sufficiently complex device belonging to one of your woven bandmates, like a cell phone or a car. What is a cell phone? I've never heard of such a thing.
We're doing those voices.
Roll perform under pressure to make the object do something it was meant for. Drive the car, search the web, etc. You can transfer it to other bandmates' objects when close by.
Excellent.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. So yes, you can actually die in Demigods, but you're not really out of the game. You get to be super annoying or super helpful or whatever you like to your woven bandmates who are your party. And you also sometimes get sucked into your pantheon's afterlife, which can be super fun too. Those are some of my favorite games, actually. Super good.
Oh, didn't that give you one of those? There you go. Thank you.
All right, we are going to flip your sheets over, or if you folded it like a book, you can turn the page
would
to
do that.
the moves page. I don't ever fold them.
Me neither.
So we're going to do things a little bit different order today. So look at your moves, and it says exactly how many you can take. It's different for each book. Some of you get to choose 3. Some of you get one automatically and then get to choose 2. So go through that fantastic list. Let me know if you have any questions, or let Jason know if you have any questions. Since he wrote them, he might be more qualified than me to make stuff up about them.
I've got mine picked already.
Oh, well, then why don't you share?
Okay.
Share with the class, Michael.
So my moves are Brewmaster. Roll plus metal to provide potions when required. If the situation can be improved by a potion of some kind, give +2 instead of +1 when you help an ally.
Nice.
And because I have alchemical texts, my potions can also heal or inflict 1 harm as needed. Also, Deus Ex Machina. Roll plus judgment to touch an object and understand how it works. The understanding will fade eventually, but you know what to do for now. And if I roll good, I can make the object do things it shouldn't be able to. And if I have divine intellect, I will retain familiarity with the object I've analyzed this way, which I do. So,
Nice. So you remember forever.
min-maxing.
Nice.
And then I also have a workshop. It's a workspace of some kind, specific to the types of things you know how to make. So it is a mobile workshop with a vast library and fine tools, and my vast library hangs out in my bag of holding.
Nice.
So I need a book. But it's disorganized. That's my bad portion of it, because I had to pick 2 bad things. So it's disorganized, and sometimes supernatural clients show up wanting stuff.
Oh.
They can
Nice.
be trouble.
Yeah, they're pushy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Disorganized. Okay. I can work with that. Your turn.
Shall I? All right, I picked polyamory.
It's so good.
Shout out to Tappy for helping me put that word together.
Yeah.
It took way too long.
That was such a great moment.
You are such an accomplished fighter, nearly anything is a deadly object in your hands. An oar, a playing card, a sturdy towel. You name it and it's dangerous. The object you pick up might not last long for how you're using it, but it'll go out in a blaze of glory and you can grab something new. Gifted, if you have an epic weapon, which I do, anything you pick up will deal 4 harm. So, I also picked practical tactical brilliance.
Yes.
If there's an art to war, then the battlefield is your canvas. Let your masterpiece unfold. I can spend holds to either take harm in the place of one of you, add 2 to a bandmate's smite roll, or pick an additional option from my own smite roll.
Nice.
And I also took rally to me, declare your plan of attack, roll awe to spur your woven band to greatness. The effects apply to nearby bandmates who agree to your plan. This can, there's a bunch of stuff there. So
Nice. Cool.
Nice.
Next.
Cool. I have chosen Black Hole Stun. Roll 2d6 plus awe to wash away a mind with the overwhelming infinite vastness of the stellar background. This will leave them susceptible to questioning for a time. On a 10+, you can ask any 3 questions. On a 7 to 9, you can ask 2 questions, but they won't answer if it could seriously incriminate themselves. On a miss, they either pass out or run for their lives as far as they can go. That's how I feel when people ask me questions.
Nice.
I've also chosen Unforeseeable. If you remain still with even the least notion of cover, you become eclipsed from mortal perception. People can even bump into you and not notice until you make your move.
unforeseeable.
And then I have chosen Visionary. Roll 2d6 plus Judgment to see into the near future or recent past. On a 10 plus, the vision is mostly clear and gives insightful directions. Take a +1 forward when following the signs. On a 7 to 9, the portents are muddy, but the general idea is clear. On a mist, you will receive some direction, but the herald should litter it with confusion and dread where possible. Yeah. And then if I have augury, which I do, I can treat a 7 to 9 as a 10.
Nice.
So,
That's pretty good.
It's a new thing.
I like the new things. I know. I like the new things. So I'm like, oh, I like that.
Right? It's such a good one.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so I picked Flashlight, which is roll 2d6 plus Judgment to stun a small group of enemies as their lives flash before their eyes. And then there's like a stuff listed. Huh? No, but they just want to be on the mic.
It's just that one. It's that one bad boy.
It's just like, I have things to say.
Bria has glorious braids, but they
I'm
really,
sorry.
really keep getting stuck on
I'm
her
getting
mic.
rid of them in like a day or two.
Aw.
So yeah, gotta keep it changed up.
Yeah.
Lust for Life, which is you're the kind of reaper who turns people's dread of death into appreciation for the time they have left. Anyone enjoying such a party will heal 1 harm during your first toast. If they brought you something, they heal 2 harm. And because I am gifted with the Aura of Dread, it can change to Aura of Celebration at will. So that's the
Nice.
People like being around me, Mike.
Aww.
So sassy. Abria will remember that.
Deep shade.
And Whirlwind. You may choose to roll Judgment instead of Prowess to smite your enemies. However, this will incur collateral damage, and you can't select the Protect Yourself option.
Interesting. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to flip to what's opposite of the moves, the attributes. So if you picked a move that specifically is based on an attribute, which is Prowess, Metal, Odd, Judgment, or Weird, keep that in mind when you are making your selections. So you've got a set of values that are already listed up there at the top. You need to fill those in as they are written, but you get to add +1 to any of the attributes you like. So prowess is something you'd use that's like your physical capabilities. So you're going to roll that to attack someone physically, you'll roll prowess. Metal is perform under pressure, like how cool are you? How can you deal with stressful situations? If a bunch of people are looking at you, can you come up with something, and handle yourself? Awe is to sway someone, so that's kind of like your charisma, your ability to talk people into things, sway people, charm the pants off of them. Judgment is what it is, judgment. It also is what you use to, like, if you're going to read the stitch. I should remember that word. As a costumer, I should remember that. Read the stitch, or as it's written, read the weave currently. So kind of like to look at situations, see things from all angles, not be an idiot. And weird is weird. And it's just like magic and God bullshit and what you can do.
That's a good description of that.
God bullshit.
Yeah.
I think so.
I will warn everybody, I have -1 weird, and I am not afraid to use it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to figure out if I should, like, go for, like, the strat or, like, a role-playing choice here.
Always the role-playing choice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Always go lean
All right,
into the
I have
failure.
-1 prowess.
Oh, quick. Have you played PBTA before? Yeah. Oh, okay, great. So you know how all the dice work. And then,
Yes.
I'll explain that
So
anyway.
I know I am slightly screwing myself over.
Okay. Excellent.
It's going to be fun.
Why do you want your character to be happy and good at things?
No,
That's fair.
-1 prowess, bad at fighting.
I like them to start out happy and good at things, and then just
Oh no, see, I start like super miserable and unhappy and
then get
make
worse.
things worse.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Not for you guys, but like when I'm making a character for myself.
Nothing bad will happen to my characters. Not today.
Raven turned
You
out
are the
great.
bad thing that
Yeah,
happens.
that's
Fair.
Yeah, Raven ended up with a bunch of kids.
Oh yeah, you got so many kids in the end.
Oh, I meant the Raven.
Oh yeah,
Little Raven.
Little Raven. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, also
Go
your
watch
kids.
Revelations.
Yeah, go watch Revelations. Go
You have
watch
a kid and 3 kids and 2 husbands. 4 kids? 8 kids.
a lot of kids.
What?
Yeah,
I don't have any of the husbands. Like they're just
They're
there
like
too.
there, you can.
Yeah. I was 8.
I fucked
so
off. I was like, that's too much
Yeah.
domestic life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's called just friends. You have 2
Yeah,
guy
I have
friends.
2 guy friends who help with the kids.
Yeah.
It's just
You guys are both my guy
ideal.
friends. I refer to you as husbands. Now that I'm
Accurate.
married, all boys are husbands.
Okay.
That is how that works.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
It tracks. Move along.
That's very confusing. Okay. So, all right, everyone successfully completed that.
Yes.
Well done. All right, so under there is harm and little boxes next to harm and threads. Harm is harm. So, yes, that's what that is. And it's got some red boxes. There's 3 regular boxes, and then the rest are red boxes. When you get into the red boxes, you start getting a -1 to all your rolls, which it says right there on the sheet. But I'm saying this out loud for anyone who maybe hasn't played this game before and is watching or listening for the first time. So yeah, you get 3 harm before you start having it affect how you function as a demigod. And next to that is threads. Threads are the basically the XP of this system, like to make it simple. You mark a thread when you roll doubles, because sometimes fate smiles on you and is super happy for you. There's also a list that we will look at on your character sheet of things specific to your character and your playbook that are, you trick someone, you tell a lie, you catch someone in a lie. I'm looking at Abria.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's your favorite thing. It's the best. All the time. So those are things that are very in character for you that once a session you get a thread for if you do those things. It is up to you to tell me that you did those things because I don't have them all memorized for all the playbooks. And I'll show you. Yeah, what?
How dare you?
The worst jam.
I also don't have them all memorized.
Yeah,
I might not be able to name all 9 playbooks.
No. Yeah.
10, where are my twins?
Yes. Right.
Stretch goals.
Yes, stretch goals.
Also a spindle playbook. It's coming.
Ooh,
Please, everyone,
exciting.
Kickstarter.
So if you do an awesome job too, I can give you a thread just because I'm like, you are a badass. Take a thread. And things like that. You can spend threads as well. So if you roll your dice and you get a 1 and a 6, or no, a 1 and a 5, so you don't quite make a success because that makes 6, not 7. You can spend a thread and you get to re-roll one of the dice. I would suggest you re-roll the 1.
It's your choice.
It's your choice,
really.
though. Yeah, but you have to take whatever the new roll is. So if you spend a thread and it re-rolls a 1, sometimes you can try and change fate, but fate's a bitch. She might not help you out at all. So
wait, is that true? I thought it was just roll. You basically roll 3 and take your favorite 2.
That works out the same.
Thing. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
You wind up with 3 dice. You take the 2 higher results.
Okay. Yeah, I always used it as like oh no, that's a terrible roll. Redo. So just re-roll the 1. But if you want to plan ahead and roll with an advantage die.
But the point is you don't have to spend the thread before your roll.
Yeah,
right?
Like you can do it after.
You can roll and go, yee, and add a 3rd die.
Sweet.
Which is always me, which is why I always think of it as like a re-roll. I'm like, no.
My very last roll in the campaign was re-rolling like a 4 to get a 6.
Yep. That was so
cool.
That was good.
So you can do it whenever you want.
Yeah, and you can also spend a thread to avoid two harm. So that's another thing you can spend it on, which is very helpful sometimes. When all your threads, when all 5 of those boxes are filled, you can take an advancement, which is listed below. We may or may not get to that, depending on how fucking crazy you guys are today, since it's a one-shot. But in a campaign, that's what would happen. And that's most of it for the actual mechanics of the characters. So now flip your sheets back over or turn the page. So you see that beautiful piece of artwork. So good. Up at the top, it says gain a thread. There's a little list of things that you can do, and those are the things that you get a thread for your playbook. So, for example, I'm looking at the arcane playbook that nobody picked, and it's roll doubles, be epic, and aren't there supposed to be others? Oh, yeah. Cast a spell, explain how magic works, investigate a mystery, and chastise recklessness are the things listed for the arcane playbook. So look at your list right there. I'm not going to have you guys read them out, but just be aware of those things. And it is your job to tell me if you did it so you can get a thread.
Nice.
So now let's look at backstory. So you guys have been thinking about this for a little while, which is one of the reasons I do it very last, because it takes me forever to make any decisions about this stuff for my characters. And it wants you to talk about your look, your age you knew. That's basically, what age did you find out you were a demigod? Were you raised in a cult where you were worshipped, so you knew your whole life that you were a demigod? Were you, I don't know why I said demigod about that, but were you, a teenager and suddenly a god shows up and is like, hey, you're my kid, everything's cool, right? Maybe you don't know. Maybe you just got powers and you have no idea who your pantheon or your parents are. And informed by is also included in that too. So how did you find out you're a demigod? Were you playing on the playground and you pushed a kid and they flew 20 feet? Who knows? Pantheon feels. That's like, how do you feel about your pantheon? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are they a mystery to you? And mortal parents. Tell me a little bit about your mortal parents. I also like adding the question there, what do you do for a living? Like, now that you are in the mortal realm, you are making your way through it. Do you have a job? Do you have a 9 to 5? Do you steal things? Do you make your own money? Maybe you can weave straw into gold. Who knows? So, how do you survive in your day-to-day life? Mike looks like he's done already.
Yeah.
Mike, there's way too much eye contact there for you to still be deciding.
Oh no, I was.
Okay, why don't you go first then, since everyone else is still working?
So Carl Leuenfeld. Love it.
It's great.
So he's in his like mid 40s. He's like got graying hair, big bushy mustache, and he found out. I would say he found out when he was like in his late teens, early 20s. He was approached by a herald of Enki who was like, they would like to offer you this power, and Carl was like, yeah, sounds very good, and he's basically glad to use these powers because he just kind of uses them to make money. Because he's like a traveling salesman, like merchant. Like he'll repair things for people. He makes potions. He's kind of like a snake oil salesman, but his stuff works.
Okay.
But he kind of makes different stuff for mortals than he does for supernatural clients who come and approach him.
Probably a good story, or probably a good choice.
Yeah. So like, he'll. Oh yes, this potion will make you much stronger. You will feel much more vital, and people actually do. Like, oh wow, I do feel stronger,
right.
But just a little bit. So he's kind of like he's got his traveling workshop. He travels around. People will bring him stuff to fix, and I think that's kind of why he was approached, because he was like a tinkerer who was really good at repairing and fixing stuff, and that talent was recognized. So yeah, that's
Very nice.
kind of what I'm thinking of.
Excellent. And what does he do for a living right now? Does he sell his potions and
Yeah,
med stuff as a...
Yeah, he's got like his traveling workshop. He has like a cart that
Okay.
wherever we end up being, he just kind of like parks it outside. And,
So it looks like a cart to mortals?
yeah.
Dope.
Like a cart you can walk in, or just like a cart like you open and it's like a little stand to sell
Yeah,
stuff? Okay.
like a stand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Getting the visual. Who else? Katie.
I
Katie's
can
making
go.
eye contact.
I-
Go.
So I am nothing if not on brand. I did a little research, and the first all-girls school for morticians opened in 1901.
Beautiful.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So, my character, Moira, is a turn-of-the-century goth. I think so she is the actual child of the Morrigan. She is from there.
Nice.
Gross.
Yep, nasty.
It's gross when you say it.
I put a little spin on it. Loins. Yeah. I like the idea of her being sort of a huge disappointment to her sort of warring. They're heralds of war. They proclaim who's going to live and die on the fields of battle. And they're Scottish, so I imagine they're kind of brash and loud. And instead, she is a tiny, quiet, agoraphobic, sad girl. So I imagine she found out when she was probably about 13 years old, just sort of the worst possible time to find out that, like, you have some sort of cosmic destiny. Is, like, also when you're going through puberty. I think the Morgan came to her in the form of a crow and just sort of dropped some knowledge on her. Mm-hmm. And at that point, her power sort of manifested. I imagine she was sent abroad to sort of go to school to be a young lady, doing lots of things like painting and embroidery, and everything she created came out with a prophecy of horrible doom in it.
Nice.
And there was just sort of no escaping it, and it just made her sort of more and more strange and weird and isolated. So she has a lot of, I think, anger and resentment towards her parents, her godparents. Her mortal parents, I think, are just perfectly normal people who are confused as to why their child is now a mortician by trade.
Right. So they don't know she's a demigod.
No.
Okay.
They do know that she got real weird at 13 and doesn't go outside anymore.
Seems normal.
So her, fair enough. So her, as previously mentioned, her epic armor is the smell of formaldehyde, which lingers around her.
That's very good.
Love it. Very good.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Bria.
Cool. So I was super motivated by like Josephine Baker because she had like the banana dance, and like Kali has like the same like belts of Anyway,
nice.
Cool.
So she's a lounge performer and a civil rights activist,
Excellent.
and she found out she was a demigod. She got tapped by Kali at the age of 19. She was having like an intellectual debate with some very close-minded dude at the time. Drank him literally to death.
Oops.
And laughing because she's like, oh, I guess you're dead. You don't get to be like ignorant racist anymore. She laughed and stepped on his corpse. And Kali's like, that's what I do. And showed up and was like, yeah, you.
Nice.
We're cool now. She's like, oh, sweet, dope. So that's what she does when she reaps, by the way. Like, she goes to, like, a dead person and, like, dances on their body to send them to hell.
Nice.
So,
Excellent.
What if they were good? Maybe you don't get called to those.
yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She's only
the
the mean
switchboard
one.
is like, cut. Oh, no, not her.
Not her.
Someone else.
Yes, I like that. She, like, her mortal parents are just, like...
What's that?
Oops.
Did I do it?
No, that's me.
it's you.
Sorry.
Okay.
They're just like people. They're not a thing. And she's pretty ambivalent about her pantheon because she doesn't know anything about it. Because Kali was just like, you're mine. Don't worry about the rest. Do you. And then just took off. With like 10 arms doing finger guns.
Yes.
So, that's it.
Fantastic.
So, Stefan's an immigrant from Wales.
Yes. Oh, God.
His parents immigrated quite a bit before he did. And he came along later and thought joining the army would be a good way to assimilate with the United States and begin to fit in.
Accurate.
So he went to, so quite early on, he had...
This is my favorite.
Yeah. He was in Wales. They wanted to play baseball because it was very American. And so he was playing with his friends.
Uh-huh.
He had always been an athlete, even at like 8 years old, was ready to get in there and be physical. And he became the pitcher of their very small team. I can't do that the whole time. So,
Yes.
anyway, he threw a pitch that his best friend was the catcher, and it like destroyed the bones in his hand and knocked the kid back, and he had to go to the hospital. And later in his room, when Stefan's like, oh my god, I'm so, like, what the heck happened? The radio came on and said, "Hey kid, you better watch yourself out there. You're way stronger than you think you are." And he ended up having a conversation with the radio on his windowsill, and pretty quickly adapted to the fact that he was really strong and tough, and knew, like, okay, I'm going to have to figure out a way to use this. It did not stem his love of music, though. Okay. So he had, like, played the trumpet growing up, because he loved all this American stuff, right? Like, his parents were over there already. He was living with extended family. He was like, I'm going to America. I want to do all the America stuff.
Right.
So he had been into, like, jazz and big band and all this. So anyway, moved to America when he was old enough, went to World War I, did that, and did pretty well, obviously, because he's, like, hard to kill. And I think he's probably came back like a captain, you know, so pretty well established, but was done with being in the army because World War I sucked. Yeah. So bad. And he came back and finally broke into his passion of being a band leader. Nice. And so he, like, leads big bands and sometimes plays instruments, but mostly is, like, the band leader. Nice. And so his parents they make furniture because they're Quakers. They're like Welsh Quakers in Pennsylvania. Yeah. They make furniture, and he's more like wants that big city life because he wants like to eat up America. Like just wants that experience.
Very nice. Cool.
Yep.
Those are fascinating. Well done, you guys. So the next thing we have to come up with is the spindle. So you are what's called a woven band. So generally demigods don't congregate together, but for whatever reason the fates have kind of brought the four of you together. And your fates are obviously somewhat intertwined. One of the ways you can tell this is because there is a spindle in your life. A spindle is a mortal who all of you have some connection with. You don't have to necessarily like the spindle, but you have a connection with them. Maybe you've worked with them. Maybe they come see your shows all the time. They're a big fan of your shows or whatever it is. And at some point, this mortal was in mortal danger. Look at that. And then you guys came together to save them and rescue them. Then the curtain was it was pulled back. They could see. It's kind of like in horror and scary movies where it's like once you see the ghosts, they can see you back. So now that they are able to see past the veil and see all the weird things in the world, all these weird things see them back too. So they're in danger quite often. They're MacGuffin. So you kind of are responsible for having the veil pulled back for them, and you are sort of now responsible for them. So together you guys get to decide who this person is, what they do, and then we will move on to create like the history of how, like, what did you guys save them from in that part. Which will also probably include where are we in the world.
Yeah.
I would like to know so I can start Googling things.
Yeah.
Does anyone have an idea?
Any ideas?
I'd really love a big city of some kind. So
Yeah,
like New
same.
York or
Yeah.
Chicago.
Me
or
too.
something
Yeah.
like that.
That's what makes
Wait,
sense.
so let's just like recap real quick. All right, so we've got a lounge entertainer, we have a big band director, we have a mortician, and we have a snake oil salesman or
like a merchant.
apothecary, like
Yeah.
pharmacist or something. I don't know what the
Small
word would be.
business.
I think his card is called like Carl's
the American
Oddities.
dream.
It's like he kind of does it all. He kind of does all of it.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Can we
Okay,
just pick New York? Is that okay?
sure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right,
That
cool.
works for me.
Oh, the Renaissance can be all Harlem-y.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. It's like, please don't put me in a small town. It's the 1920s.
No, we're not going to do that. I was figuring we'd probably end up in either Chicago or New York, probably.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Cool.
New York
Ideas?
works for me.
Yeah.
Well, anyone affiliated with the band would be easy for
Seth.
us to, but
Yeah.
I don't know if
sure.
She's a
I mean,
mortician. We're
if-
friends.
basically,
Yeah.
since we probably all knew each other prior, or did the spindle bring us together?
the spindle brings us together because demigods shouldn't hang out
Yeah.
before the spindle thing
Yeah.
happens.
Like the two of them might have known each other just because they are in a similar line of work.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're
If there's
like,
way,
I know!
if maybe whoever the spindle is had like some like mystical disease or curse put on them, and I can provide them the cure on a regular basis, that could be a reason why I would be involved.
right.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I
it
mean,
could be.
More, I think, tends to sort of avoid prophecy at this point, but I think she probably foresaw what was going to happen and felt obligated to help.
Jeannie wants to finish him.
Okay.
Yeah, just,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Not the bad way.
Is it
That
bad?
way. Yeah.
So is this guy a bad guy?
No, he's fine.
No.
You
And-
just
and-
want to
she's
dance
like-
on his grave?
Yeah, because it's fun. I like dancing.
Fair enough.
yeah, the idea is we're all sort of familiar with this person for
Okay.
some reason.
Just because they don't send me to go get good people when they die.
Doesn't mean
Like,
you don't
does it-
enjoy dancing on
I dance on
everyone.
everyone.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just dispatch is like,
I keep
stop
getting
sending her.
corpses in my mortuary that have shoe marks on them.
It's weird. Like, I try to dance on their souls to send them wherever they're going, but sometimes like, I jump the gun a little bit. Like, ooh, not dead. One more to finish it. Off you go.
On someone's neck, like,
What if it was somebody who I came back from the war with who almost died, needs treatment for something because he almost died. You like him because he almost died.
Yeah.
And he's not
That's
quite
great.
dead yet.
foresaw his death.
Yeah.
Nice. I like this.
Okay.
What, something like that?
Yeah.
Is he a dude? Because I'm in love with him. Just dudes.
No,
Yeah.
Every time.
we're breaking the
time.
rules.
Yeah.
What's the
Every
seduction
time.
rule?
His name is Lance.
Ah, God damn it.
No.
He's
Veto?
played by Louis Tan. Stop me.
Damn it. He smells like chlorine.
No. That's okay. I want to kill him, so it's fine. I don't love him.
But
Okay.
I'm keeping him alive.
Damn you, Mike.
Yeah, we were
he
actually
pays me very well.
talking about World War I a little bit earlier, and like they did not treat people with PTSD very well at all.
No.
In fact, sometimes just shoot you as a
Yeah.
deserter or coward.
Yeah.
And I wonder if our friend came back like shell shocked is the term they used,
Yeah.
and didn't really have good words for that because
Okay,
he's,
Yeah.
What kind of peril was this guy in?
I don't know, but I think it was probably my fault.
Oh, no.
I was like, I'm gonna run over to that trench and take care of it, and he was like, cool, me too. Like, no, I'm bulletproof. Don't do that. Yeah, so maybe he got shot up real bad, and that was my fault because he was like, I'll do that as well because I'm brave. I'm like, no, I'm just an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an
Literally
invincible idiot.
bulletproof.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would this guy's job be now, do you think?
Jazz pianist.
Wait, so does he have a malady, or is he just...
Well, I don't know.
Is it-
Or like
'cause if it's-
injured, you know,
Okay.
like could have like a disability of some kind. Although, I don't know, maybe he's not, and he just has that, like, the PTSD that nobody knows how to deal with, but your potions can, like,
Yeah.
get his head right and allow him to be, you know,
Sure.
function in society and all that.
Okay.
Because PTSD sucks without treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go like super morbid here and say that like at some point he was like in the club and contemplating suicide, and Jeannie was just like, do it, and just waits.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Moira, for some reason, decided, like, I'm going to create art today. I haven't done it in, like, 18 years, but I'm going to try it, and foresaw this guy thinking about drinking
Yeah.
himself to death, and dragged herself out of her home for the first time in years, her agoraphobic ass, to try and help out of a sense of obligation.
Oh, nice. So you helped him stop drinking himself to death.
She just showed up and was so odd.
I showed up when she put a
Took
shot.
his mind
she
off
put a
it.
shot in front of him just to start it.
I was like, no.
And you drank it.
Yes. Her first alcohol, like, ever.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, don't like gin?
So he does need a name, though.
Yes, he does need a name, and this can be a way you guys met the spindle. I'm a little hesitant to make that situation like the situation that you saved him from, because there's not like the supernatural element is important for that for the veil to be pulled back. So
Yeah.
we can come up with and incorporate that into that story if you like, or we can say that's how you guys originally met this person who will soon be named, and then from there was another situation that was more like epic scale with like an epic disaster, a monster, gods, things like that.
Yeah. We start out knowing him because he was going to
'Cause you
drink
saved
himself
him.
to death.
Got it.
And
Cool.
yeah,
Sounds good to me. So what is this person's name?
I don't know.
Tavis.
Tavis?
With a V.
Tavis.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be anything else.
Nope.
I don't know
That's
what.
it.
Nope, now it's
It's
Tavis.
You live with
Tavis.
your choices.
His name was Travis, but they just fucked it up at Ellis Island, and he was like, fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with War Buddies. Yeah, that's my relationship
Relationship
with Tavis.
client.
We were war buddies. Yeah, cool. Jesus
Nice.
Christ. Patient? How about patient?
No, he's a client.
Oh, God. You're yucky.
Look, time is money, friend. Time is money. Money is power. Power is money. Money is everything. My good man.
Money is pizza.
Money is pizza.
That's true.
Does pizza exist yet?
Time is money. Money is pizza. Let's go.
Probably.
In some form.
Sweet.
Cool. All right, very good.
It's
He's
New
the
York.
one that got
So
away.
Tavis,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did we say a last name for him? Just Tavis.
Tavis McCoy.
Someone else do this. McCoy.
Isn't there a Tavis Smiley?
Smiley.
Tavis Smiley.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Who
of.
is that?
So he's Tavis Frowny.
He used to like have a late night talk show.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I
Why is
said,
it
I said
looking at
Tavis
me?
McCoy.
McCoy.
I don't know.
I already
McCoy.
wrote down
Sure,
McCoy.
sure,
Okay,
McCoy.
so it's McCoy.
2 C's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Relationship.
lowercase, one
The
uppercase.
one that got away.
Yep.
Yeah, except in a terrible way.
Yep.
The prey that got away. You're terrible.
I was gonna put like future rug.
I mean, I love it, but it's also terrible.
You'll seduce or kill
The
him,
only one
whichever
not
comes
drinking.
first.
Why
Or,
not both?
porque no los dos.
Por qué? Do you want?
Yeah, I do. Oh, I thought you were asking me.
Oh, you can have some.
What about you? I can just pour it in the Diet Coke can and no one will know.
No one will know.
I don't care if people know.
Oh no, Stu will know.
What?
Huh?
Shh, we're drinking. Oh my God, Stu's gonna find out. Dad's here.
Kind
I
of. that
sniff
works.
it every time before I pour it because I don't understand how this isn't
Oh,
bad.
okay. Bye.
Because it's cream. But
All right.
Yeah, but it's cream that's already ruined with alcohol,
yeah.
or embalmed.
Oh,
it's
that's
embalmed.
not even coffee anymore. It's just a cup of Irish liqueur.
Good for you. You did a good job.
Can you pass me the Baileys?
Yes.
All right.
That's a good
so
job
we're
too,
still
actually.
working
Yeah,
on
isn't that nice?
the supernatural event that happened.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. So an event happened with our friend Tavis
Yeah.
McSmiley.
It did.
Is it?
Good luck.
Whoops.
I
Well.
mean, is it possible something is like, I don't know, feeding off this guy's sorrow
Oh, his
and
misery?
anger and
Ooh,
misery?
I like that. Yeah.
cool.
Some kind of like haunt or ghoul.
Yeah.
Like one of those emotion
Something
ghouls.
sort of attached itself to him.
Yeah.
Where was the battle that you guys fought?
We
Maybe he
fought in, oh God, I don't know. There were so many fronts in
How
World
about
War One.
Ypres?
Ypres? Where's that?
That is France, I think? Oh, no, the Somme. The Somme is the worst one.
Okay,
That's
that's
in
probably
France.
where
Yeah.
we were.
Sweet.
And it's not traumatic for me because I knew, like, I went into the war knowing what I
Yeah.
am. So I'm like, oh, ow, oh no, don't shoot me. I mean, there was trauma and like, shit, my friends are dying everywhere.
Yeah.
That
Oh, wait,
sucks.
you were in the American Army, weren't you?
Yes.
That was too early.
Yeah. Merca.
This is an impressive knowledge of World War I's battles, by the way.
Yeah, the Somme was like the first big one. It was hundreds of thousands.
Yeah,
of
I didn't
people
look it up
died.
because I didn't know I was a vet until like 28 minutes ago.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
I'll look up a battle.
Sweet. But I think there's some sort of like imp, like a sorrow imp.
Yeah, that most people can't see, and
Yeah.
it's just like this shadow that's following him around.
Yep.
Yeah, so who would follow?
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe
good.
when we all showed up for this one person, we're like, why do we care about this one? Oh, there's like a
There's
thing
a
on its
thing,
neck.
Yeah, that's
Get it.
what's pulling us together.
Sort of a
Grab it.
sadness tumor.
Oh, God, yeah.
I like this. Kimmy, why aren't you here to hear this?
Yeah.
We're world building without you.
That's fine. I'll catch up. You guys will say it all 5 times.
Yeah.
That's fair. Not wrong.
He has a sadness tumor.
He picked up some
Katie
like
said it.
yeah. So the
There
reason
was
we
context.
So the reason we all gathered together at that one moment wasn't just because he was like a sad boy that was going to self-terminate. It was because there's like a little like sorrow imp feeding on him that we all like.
Oh,
Oh
like
God,
it.
what's that? Ew, get it.
Get it.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire,
Stop
maybe,
on it.
or
Yeah.
whatever you guys do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I had to go because I want to. I need to get my money. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want my cash source to go away.
Yeah. And
So you're also feeding off. Of
I
him.
go because I care about my friend. What?
Is stretching to warm up to dance.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
something today.
So he was being fed on by this imp, and you guys, how did you guys get it off of him? There was substantial collateral damage, however you did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you wrote that.
Reap what you sow.
Oh,
You punch real hard.
yeah, I
punch
do.
You do. I was going to say, you might have wrecked some real shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, too, that he's been my friend this whole time and I didn't, like, notice.
Right.
That, because the imp was like, nope.
I don't think that stayed good.
Oh no.
I was hoping.
Is it turned to vinegar?
It did.
No.
Why don't we
sad
just-
face.
Oh no. Why don't we
Hit
just
me,
burn down this
This establishment.
establishment? I'll
Oh,
spit,
yeah.
like, I'll take a swig of something and, like, spit it and light it on fire.
Yeah.
I'll just burn the place down.
I say I tried
Oh,
to
so we're
build.
arsonists
I have
now.
built some kind of containment object
You're a player characters.
to draw the.
Oh,
imp in.
okay.
So that's was my contribution. I came to contain this imp and have a field, but I can't fight it.
Yeah, okay. So you started a fire,
Yeah.
and I grabbed it, and we want to put it in the box.
It's a jar.
I have a containment contraption.
Nice.
that I
You want me to
built for this
Very cool.
for this very situation.
Do I know you before because I want you to have made all of my stuff?
You know me after.
Okay, cool. Then you're gonna make all my stuff.
I will make all of your stuff, but for a price, of course.
Alright.
Cool. Well, and since it's a fire, it's pretty easy in the 1920s to hide that that's a supernatural
Yeah.
occurrence. So,
Oops, the whole building burned down.
oh, that never happens. And during this, you earn the admiration of a powerful divine being, so one of the gods. So, and you also pissed one of them off. So, decide who did you please and who did you piss off?
Who's like a god of
I was
sadness?
going to say, if the imp was like an emissary of a larger
Yeah.
sort of...
Well, you're the
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
We're the gods of sadness.
I'm sure there actually probably is a Greek primordial deity of sadness. 'Cause
I'm sure.
They exist
Yeah.
for pretty much everything.
Are you Googling it?
No.
I'm Googling God of Sadness. What if we impressed some sort of
Piss off
fire
the band,
god?
The Cure.
Pele?
That's what I was looking
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Pele?
Pele.
Yeah.
Likes the fire.
Hawaiian fire goddess.
Burn
Sorrow
it.
god.
Burn it all.
Cool. I don't have my phone.
Aklis is a goddess of misery and sadness.
Perfect.
Is it a Greek primordial deity?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She is the mist of death which fell before the eyes preceding death, She was presented on the shield of Heracles, pale, emaciated, and weeping with chattering teeth, swollen knees. Oh, this is terrible. Yeah. Achlys.
She seems chill.
All right.
Achlys.
ACH.
That is just terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
She's a
Google that.
goddess of misery.
ACHLYS.
ACH.
So she's the one you pissed off, and Pele's the one you impressed.
Yeah.
Personification of misery and sadness.
Ah, cool. Emo goddess.
My patron.
All right, well done. And all right, I think that answers all the questions that Jason wrote.
Threads? Not threads.
No
Tangles.
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 I'm getting there.
Oh,
thanks.
sorry. I thought you said we were done.
No,
Jeez,
I'm saying
Mikey.
you're done with the incidents.
Focus, Mikey.
The questions of the
Give
incident.
the lady a chance to talk.
No,
Yeah,
won't.
I mean, would you like to continue explaining the games to me?
That's not backseat. What are we calling the GM in this?
Demi-splaining?
Heralding.
Heralding. Backseat heralding.
Demi-splaining.
I'll
Explaining.
That is very good.
All
sit
right.
in the corner. I'm
So last but not least, you have tangles. So there's a list on your character sheets. I think there's 5 questions for everyone. You do not have to fill them all in. Well, actually, yes, you do. We have 5. We have 4
There's
players
6.
and 1 spindle.
There's 6.
There's 6. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
Thank you for continuing to. Thanks. Yeah, you're right. There's 6. All right. I'm not annoyed by that at all. It's fine. So yes, you have 6 of them, so you will not have to fill them all in. If you do want to fill in one person twice, that's fine. But you have to have a thread with every other player, and you do have to have a thread with the spindle as well. So you can fill them all in as you like. Why don't we go around and read them all out? So, and then like make a mental note if there's one that kind of like resonates with your character, and then we'll go in after everybody reads them all out, and we'll start making those connections. So, Katie,
Cool. So, Blank has seen you at your worst, disheveled and confused. I mean, to be fair, she's always disheveled and confused. But I imagine she would probably be at her most disheveled and confused when she is forced to leave her mortuary. So, I guess it could really be anybody. You've seen a dark future thread tangled around Blank. That was kind of what happened with our friend Tavis. You ache for Blank, but have seen what will happen if you reveal your true feelings. You know the secret Blank keeps in their heart, and someone in Blank's pantheon is plotting against them, but you don't know all the details.
nice.
Yeah, so I think the first 2 sort of especially resonate with Moira, who is both disheveled, confused, and sees dark futures. Pretty consistently.
Excellent.
Sort of,
Okay,
start
sweet.
trying to think about people to fill in there.
Yeah. Okay, you had a premonition about Blank's death scene. Describe how, but not where or when. You escorted Blank's family member to their afterlife. You bartered with another Reaper for Blank's life and won. You and Blank have thrown some epic parties together. Blank ignored your premonition and has the scars to prove it. And you have feelings for Blank, but haven't made your move yet.
Nice.
It's always a romantic one.
You know, I don't remember if you said this, Kimi, but you also can put someone down more than once.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you probably said it, but okay.
It's okay.
You've made an epic item for Blank, and they owe you. Blank relies on your expertise, and you have a mutual respect. You're head over heels for Blank, but you don't think they know. If Blank drags you to another party, you're going to scream. You and Blank are on a hunt for a rare material of some kind. You confided a dark secret in Blank. Will they keep it?
Excellent.
All right. For the warrior, Blank has real combat experience that you admire. You find Blank's impulsiveness to be off-putting. You have a friendly rivalry with Blank, always trying to one-up each other. You had a fling with Blank after a harrowing battle. You've never seen Blank actually fight. Can you trust them? You feel yourself drawn to Blank and can't explain why.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Did anybody hear things that they want?
Well, I have decided that Moira has a crush
Aren't
on
you?
the Reaper.
Yeah!
oh, okay.
Hey, girl, hey!
I was like, you're Moira. Oh, right,
I'm
okay.
Moira. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, weird, because Carl does too.
Well,
So much of me wants to be like,
just-
Moira,
I have a crush
have
on
we had
you.
a fling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Nice.
Dibs on the impulsive one, wherever that was. So,
you find Blank's impulsiveness to be off-putting.
And you have certainly never seen Moira fight.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay.
She damn.
Whoops, I put fling with Moira. That's not right. Jeannie. And Jeannie again.
Do you like parties?
And then Moira, I've never
I
send
specifically
fight.
hate parties. That's
Seems like if Jeannie drags you
one
to
of
another
my-
party, you'll
Yep.
scream.
Yeah.
Oh, but I already have you.
Okay.
I need to add a little detail too that Stefan is like a big band leader and an entertainer, but he is like the whitest, most like organized and like big band leader in the way that a captain leads a
Yes.
a platoon. You
You're
know,
a chill boy. I like it.
like we have to do this thing to entertain the people. Be good at your job. You know, he's not like the awesome. That's why he probably stopped playing instruments as much and went towards band leader because that was a better kind of like fit for him.
Nice.
I can put you on twice.
Let's see.
I was going to say Tavis relies on my experience, and we have mutual respect because he
yeah,
does
that makes
rely
sense.
on me for his monthly
Yeah,
mystical.
I'm gonna put that Tavis has real combat experience that I admire.
Nice.
I have seen
Makes
a
sense.
dark future thread tangled around Tavis.
Really? Why?
Yes.
He's fine.
He's doing good.
Let's see. So, Mikey,
Yeah.
I have two left. You have a friendly rivalry with Blank, always trying to one-up each other, and you feel yourself drawn to Blank and can't explain why. And I want to use that one if it's okay with you.
Yeah, you use that.
Okay, Carl.
Oh, you broke it.
What the fuck is it about this guy?
Now, as the your god is radio, Jason.
Yes.
So, is the rest of your pantheon an entertainment pantheon or a technology pantheon?
Technology, science, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Or no. Not science. Yeah, like entertainment, like radio, TV starting to...
Well, I was going to say, someone in your pantheon might be plotting against you because radio will die eventually.
Yeah, I think TV killed...
TV will kill the radio star?
Video.
Oh, video,
Video.
yeah.
Video.
We
No one
both
wants to
radio.
watch their radio.
We both fucked that up.
I think we did a good job.
We got there eventually. It's all good.
So, I want to say I confided a dark secret in Moira,
Ooh, nice.
She keeps secrets. She doesn't have any friends.
and
She has
it
no
was
choice.
it was that prior to World War I, before I left Germany, I developed some really nasty weapons for them.
Nice.
God damn it.
I like that. So I know the secret that
Yes.
Carl keeps in his heart.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost like these are designed to have some back and forth.
We've thrown epic parties together because you're organized. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to...
Yeah.
Yell out the window.
I'm designing this character after Kimmy. So it's a boy Kimmy.
It's very good. So he's Wonder Woman.
It's okay.
Nice.
And now it's organized.
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
So actually, at the risk of... I mean, I might just put Jeannie down 3 times. Because it's like a fun combo of like, you find Jeannie's impulsiveness off-putting. You have a friendly rivalry with Jeannie, and you had a fling with Jeannie. It's like, those things add up to me,
Yeah.
I think. So,
That's accurate for me.
yeah.
I bartered with another Reaper
You
for
annoy
your
me,
life.
Yeah.
but you're also
Thank
hot.
you.
But I'm gonna beat you at everything.
Yeah.
and that makes you hotter.
And anybody
Yeah.
can
How
do
that
I
works.
can do
Yeah.
better situation.
Nice.
So-
I totally
Yeah.
peeped a Reaper like walking towards your mortuary, and like, yeah,
Like,
we had
no.
a card game. And I was
Yeah.
like, are you going to pick her up? The fuck you are.
She had been inhaling a lot of fumes. She is
Yeah.
not long for this world.
I won't let you die.
Who has epic stuff? You have an epic thing.
Yep,
do.
I have 2 epic
You all-
things.
Everybody's
So-
Although you can't craft my skin, so...
No, you craft my smell of formaldehyde.
Oh my.
you can make my sword.
Actually, I
Or my
mean,
cloak.
he's an
Fair
alchemist.
enough. Actually, you are an alchemist. You can make me magic
that's true.
embalming
I
fluids.
can.
Grad school.
The other thing is, so I still have to come up with one for Stefan,
Oh, yeah.
and it's going to be either I made an epic item for you, or we're on a hunt for rare material of some kind. Now, is there anything you'd want to look for?
Epic item is good. The problem is, like, everything I pick up is an epic weapon.
Yeah.
So I don't think... You know what? No. Stefan would like to find this thing that'll help
Yeah.
help Tavis forget what happened. Mm-hmm. Like, he's heard a rumor about this, like, this potion that'll like conveniently edit a couple terrible things out.
Yes,
and-
I'm sure there's a text somewhere that will tell us of how to make this, but it would be very profitable if we could find it. Yes.
I mean,
Very profitable.
I'm sure nobody would use a forgetting stuff serum in a
For
like
ill.
a bad way.
Oh.
No, never.
Yeah. Yeah, Stefan's also a little bit Captain America of like, everyone's awesome and would definitely do the right thing all the time.
Yeah.
That is not
I think
me.
Moira
No, I know.
was wrong about Stefan in that she found him kind of sort of obnoxious and very scouty.
Yeah.
And you can't figure out why. So you're actually kind of a caring guy who cares about his friends.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand that.
Yep.
Carl,
Yeah, I think Tavis is probably the person he's closest with. Sorry, I cut you off.
No,
there.
you're good.
Put someone straight in the dice tray. It's really bothering me.
Good old Tavis.
Sweet. Tavis ignored my premonition about him killing himself,
Nice.
and now he has the scars to prove it. Because he was in a fire.
Yeah.
You should
Okay.
have just drank yourself to death.
So he has some fire scars.
Yeah.
All right.
Tavis has seen me at my worst, disheveled and confused, sitting at the bar next to him, like, no,
I don't know how to handle this situation.
don't do that.
I like that.
All right. Who wants me to escort their family member to the afterlife? I'll actually be nice and escort them there and not dance on them.
Did you do it because you knew it was one of our family members? Oh, that's sweet.
The,
like,
the
"Shit."
Reaper switchboard's like, what? She'll take it?
Yeah.
Does she know which way they're going?
I super don't. It took forever because like, I don't even know where that. Oh shit! There's a whole part of my job I haven't been doing. Weird.
My idea is like my character, like he has no family, so
Okay.
You can
They're-
take one of her parents.
family.
For sort of a better understanding of what happens when she's done with
Yeah.
them.
Aw.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Very good.
Do you know that she took your family member?
That's a good question, actually. Because I'm wondering if it behooves Moira to know that there is an afterlife, or if if her job is only possible if she knows if she doesn't know.
I tell you constantly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an afterlife.
Cool.
It's
Okay,
literally
so
what
the
I
Reaper
do.
I have a crush on is fucking with me. Okay,
A little
cool.
bit. Like in the nice way. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Stuff happens after you embalm them. Well, I mean, you're
Not-
just dealing with the shell.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there because
What?
I took it.
No, shut up.
Do you want to watch?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
No.
Okay.
Sweet.
Excellent.
All right, Carl, I had a premonition about your death.
oh no,
Sweet. Let me describe how.
how was it? How did I die?
You.
How do I die?
Maybe you don't get to know.
No, I describe how, but not where or when.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So what do you want to be afraid of all the time?
I want to be afraid of like basically like the German like military leadership or whoever like coming to find me because I basically deserted.
You walk into your apartment late at night. Someone sitting in your
Nope.
armchair.
That's fine.
Oh.
You're supposed to say when or
Oh,
where.
it's not
Or
where.
where.
Okay.
I've
we-
chosen specifically where
yeah.
and when.
Perfect. You get shot by a German.
Oh dang! Oh dunk!
All beans.
Oh,
Maybe you said a German because it could be like a German sort of anything.
a man.
A German Shepherd.
Yes.
You.
You get shot by a man in a fedora.
Yeah.
You're terrified of all men in fedoras in the 1920s. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
It's a man with a scar.
it's like no, I go to it's. Oh man, no, I'm like oh no, I go to Europe in like the 1940s to fight in World War II, but for the right side.
You're like a billion. You can't do that.
Nah, it's true.
Don't
I'd
do
be
that.
way too old at that point.
You wouldn't be able to fight, but you could still like create potions and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're a demigod, so maybe you
Yeah.
are super long lived or something.
Oh,
Who
dang.
knows?
But yeah, I get shot by a German
With a scar, you said, right?
with a scar. Sweet.
So you like everyone you meet, you're like,
Yeah.
scar?
He's a little scar.
Wait, did you? Is it specifically you told me how I died?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's a bummer.
Yeah. I just like look out for Germans. Okay, bye.
Right here on their neck. Very intimate place.
Yeah. So you have to like get in their meat. See what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah. You don't have
Nice.
feelings for it. Triple Moira? Did I go for a triple Moira?
You can go for a triple Moira. I'm feeling
I'm
it.
gonna leave it blank and decide later.
I'm gonna leave my epic item blank because maybe I'll make one for you, someone during the game.
Okay.
My cloak.
Epic Moira is an ice skating move, isn't it?
You don't have a mic on. Nobody heard what you said.
Everyone heard me. I'm very loud.
No.
That's where you just lie
Speak
down
into
on
my
the
chest.
Do it. Do
Speak
it.
directly into his nipple.
You know what happened.
Yes. All
I
right.
want a cloak of obscurement that's a giant fur coat.
Yes,
Mike's like,
I could make something like that for you.
Sweet.
cool. Are we all set? Let's go around and
Tiny
read
silver heads.
them. If we're done, we're going to start with you. Mike, you get to start.
Okay. Tavis relies on your experience and you have a mutual respect. You're head over heels for a genie, but you don't think they know.
Aw.
If Genie drags you to another party, you're going to scream. I'm sick of these parties.
I like the conundrum there because he wants to spend time with you, but he also doesn't want to go to the party.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit in my laboratory?
That's all I
can't
know
do
what to
German.
do. It's like-
I don't have that.
What
That
was
was the
that?
cow
That
from
was-
Sesame Street.
A one, a two, a three.
I have Russian and I've got sort of Irish. Those are my two things.
You and Stefan are on the hunt for a rare material. You and Stefan are on a hunt for a rare material of some kind, which is a forgetting potion.
Mm-hmm.
You confided a dark secret in Moira. Will they keep it? Probably. 'Cause
Yeah.
She doesn't talk to anybody.
Tell the corpses everything.
People always put that one on the trickster, and it's great.
Mistake.
Yeah, it's like, no, they're not going to keep that
They
secret.
got it on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I don't know if telling secrets to corpses in this system is
Yeah.
necessarily a safe thing.
Oh, but if you did tell the secret to the wrong person, that's how the Germans find me. God.
I can't be responsible for your death.
The
So way
Germans are
heavy on my
coming.
conscience.
That's very good. Nice. Who's got
Very good. Mr. Teacher Guy.
Oh, okay. Tavis has real combat experience that I admire. I find Genie's impulsiveness to be off-putting. I have a friendly rivalry with Genie, always trying to one-up each other. I had a fling with Genie after a harrowing battle. That adds up.
Yeah.
You've seen Moira actually... I've never seen Moira actually fight. I don't know if I can trust her. You feel yourself drawn to Carl and can't explain why, because I have confusing feelings that don't fit into 1920.
Yes, that's so good.
Good.
Yeah, like it.
Cool. Tavis has seen me at my worst, disheveled and confused. You've seen a dark future thread tangled around Tavis. I hate saying Tavis.
It's such a bad name.
You were wrong about Stefan. You can't figure out why. You ache for Genie, but you have seen what will happen if you reveal your true feelings.
So,
Weird sex? What?
Yeah, probably.
It's going to get weird real
More.
Yeah.
You know the secret Carl keeps in their heart, and someone in Stefan's pantheon is plotting against them, but you don't know all the details.
did you decide what that secret was?
Oh, the secret is that he
Oh yeah,
Did
you said
did
that
bad
right.
Made the,
things.
made
Yeah,
the
yeah,
weapons.
yeah.
A little bit of like a war criminal, but it was before
Nasty-
war crimes were a thing.
nasty,
So
Yeah.
it's okay.
nasty chemical
I
weapons.
mean, like, you
turned
kind of
into
didn't do it on
That
purpose,
is like
right?
a nasty, well, war crimes weren't a thing when I made those things, so technically the law doesn't apply to me.
It's fine.
Can't retroactively make
Pre-Geneva.
something illegal.
Ex post facto.
Yeah.
You're a monster. Sweet.
Well
Okay. You had a premonition about Carl's death scene. Describe how, but not where or when. You escorted Moira's family member to their afterlife. You bartered with another Reaper from Moira's life and won. You and Stefan have thrown some epic parties together. Tavis ignored my premonition about him killing himself and has the scars to prove it. And I have feelings for, I don't know, I didn't pick one. I'm going to pick it in a second.
Okay.
So excited because
Yeah.
everybody's into you.
Right? I can't pick you because we've already made a move. So you're the only one that's like off the list.
Well, I mean, you
We already hooked up. I made my move at some other point.
Okay, but it
Right,
could be
but
a
you
more
can-
of a romantic move as
Yeah.
opposed to a
Yeah.
like...
romance?
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
we banged. It's not like,
That's fair.
well, maybe it's been a while and you're
Yeah.
not sure if he's still like. There's so
Yeah.
many things with him.
are there feels? That's the
Can I
question.
just put all of the above?
Yep.
You
Put the
a
infinity sign.
polyamorous and polyamorous Reaper.
Yeah.
Probably because of arms,
'cause you have
like the
arms.
number of
So
arms.
many arms. Oh yeah, the more she like fights and like reaps lots of people, she starts to look more like Helen. Nice. She turns blue. Gets
I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Very good, you guys. All right, I think we are ready to play our game.
Yay!
Yay.
Hot diggity.
All right, so we are taking place. It is 1920. It is February of 1920, and both of you have been working at clubs.
Oh, and cold as fuck in New York,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, February. Okay.
Absolutely. And your business is not doing so well because prohibition has recently become an amendment in the United States. So drinking is illegal. I looked that up, Mike. You don't get to double check it. All that stuff is accurate. Literally right in front of my face right now.
What year is it?
1920.
Next one. Okay.
I'm looking at it right now just to be triple checked.
All right.
Yes, it's
so
fine.
I've been home for 2 years.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you've been home for a while. You guys had like great business in New York, but now that alcohol is illegal, technically, there's still a huge booming market for alcohol in speakeasies, underground clubs, things like that. But it's difficult as performers. Like if you perform at a place like that, they're usually small, they're usually cramped, they're usually secret. They usually don't want giant big band music, and yeah. And you can't necessarily put it on like a resume. You're like, hey, yeah, I play under Joe's, garage. It's cool. Everyone there loves it. So you can sometimes perform there, but you do also have to perform in actual clubs that no longer serve alcohol. So it makes it less fun.
This is stupid.
I hate this.
Absolutely.
Pulls a flask out of somewhere.
The ether.
Very good. So are you guys performing at the same club right now or different clubs? Where's a place that you would be performing?
Well, here's the thing. As sort of straight arrow as Stefan is, he thinks this law is stupid, and humans like booze. So this is like his first major, like, the law is wrong.
Yeah.
That's his.
Woo! It's so wrong. You're right.
Carl has definitely taken this opportunity to make some very good bathtub whiskey
Nice. Excellent.
that I am selling.
And you are probably making a fortune.
Oh my god, so much.
So much money.
Can I be your bootlegger?
Yes.
You supply Harlem and all of its speakeasies.
Oh my god, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice. So you've got the side booming business. So maybe you actually like prohibition because it's making you very
Yeah,
rich.
Prohibition has been very profitable.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the mafia's not going to like you.
Well, if the mafia can find me, then
Oh.
yes.
All right.
I suppose they would be very angry.
Your mustache is kind of a giveaway.
The mafia can find you. You'll be visiting me very soon.
And
have
maybe I pay a hefty sum to the mafia to stay off my back.
All right. And how do you feel about prohibition,
I
Moira?
think Moira was pretty scandalized by the sort of freedom of the jazz age and is probably secretly all for it.
That's amazing.
Nice. Very cool. So
So I think feels a little bit more comfortable going out now that it's
okay.
a thing.
I think she likes
Would
the
not
quiet
enter
clubs.
a speakeasy to save her life, but maybe to save someone else's life.
All right.
Nice.
I like that.
Very nice.
What was that part about saving? Saving?
You don't understand.
It's so on brand for you.
Yeah, right?
We're heroes? What?
Murder, yeah.
All right. So where are the two of you performing right now? Or in different places, same place?
I don't know.
Same place.
Can I be like the one white guy at your club?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like very pale, blue eyes, sandy hair.
God, it's La La Land all over again.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no!
Not that.
No, the original conductor looked exactly like John Legend.
I never saw that movie, so
I haven't
Very bad.
either, but
It's fine, you're
yeah,
fine.
it
I know.
It didn't go well.
no.
Something happened to him.
Zero interest.
And he couldn't show up, and I was like, I have a friend. He's cool for a white dude.
That's fine.
Yeah,
like
cool.
that would be his story. It's like
Yeah.
he is very good at his job, but like as white as they come.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep.
And you do the big band version of that song. Yup.
All right.
I'm so sad now.
Yes. What's the name of this club?
I don't know. Help. It's not the Cotton Club because that's
No.
not open yet.
No.
Someday I'll open.
I don't know.
I mean,
A club in Miami.
you could call.
Someone, come
All
on,
I can
puns.
think of is
I don't know.
Bees
God,
knees.
puns.
The bee's knees.
That's it.
Yeah.
End of trying.
It's next door to the Cast
So
Pajamas.
is this a is this like a basement club? Or is it a...
No, it's like a big
Yeah.
concert venue, and then if you have a special lapel pin, you go in the back where the speakeasy is.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Cool. All right. So you are performing there one night, and can we have the two of you there?
Sure.
Yes, I'm delivering the costumes for the band in my large
Alcohol
trunk.
goes in the back.
Thank you.
Does it say costumes in giant letters on the
Yes.
outside of the... It's definitely not
It's
booze.
clinking.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
These are glass costumes.
Oh, if you open it up and inspect it, there are costumes on top.
Yeah.
There's just like 3
Shirts.
spangles on it. Just perfect.
I imagine I have left my Batcave to come and talk to Jeannie about having left a footprint on one of my corpses.
Talk to Jeannie.
Yeah.
Oh, I think also here at the Bee's Knees,
I'm so sorry. It's a little beast.
Stefan, like, there's already a band director, right? So Stefan is actually just playing trumpet now.
Okay.
Like, he's just in the band.
Moira for
We don't
sure does
need
not
this.
have a lapel pin.
He's not...
I told you, my guy, he's like, I have the Spanish flu. That's a thing in the 20s. I don't know. He's out sick.
Oh, okay. I just assumed,
I brought
like...
you in to
okay.
fill in for him.
Okay.
Moira does not understand speakeasies at all and is like talking to the guy like, I'm here for the secret club. The secret alcohol
Jeannie's
club.
just like, nope, let this happen. You got it, girl.
I text her.
No.
Nope.
Nope. That's why when God, it's so nice.
just
Yeah.
let me in the back. I need to talk to Jeannie about the secret alcohol club.
The
Carl,
bouncer's
why
just
did
like,
you keep winking?
How about, hello, yes, you're helping with the costumes. Yes, come. We are going to work on these costumes. Yes.
they just shake their head. They like nod at you because they're
Yes.
used to seeing you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Clink, clink.
I'll take my 3% rake off of the alcohol sales. Always hustling. Is someone making noise?
There's a noise. I don't know what it is. Okay.
It might have been my leg bouncing.
Oh, that's exactly what it was. Okay, I'm like, there's like a ticking noise. It sounds like a bomb's about to go off. I'm very, very concerned.
I have been described as the bomb before.
You are.
It's
Okay.
da bomb.
Duh,
Keep
it's
telling
da
me.
bomb.
Been fun,
You are
guys.
Da bomb.
All right, so you guys, one of you's on stage, one of you's running the band, and a beautiful flapper walks in with like bleach blonde hair, perfectly done with like the little cap things. Name I can't remember right now.
Cap thing.
Cap thing. It's
Yeah.
not called a cap thing. It's the little hat that like is right next to
Swim cap.
and like beady dress, all the whole thing, like absolutely pristine, perfect. They may or may not be amused, but like all eyes are drawn to this girl, and she comes and she sits like right in the front and just sits and like smiles at you while you're performing.
Nice. She seems great. Like she's like clocked it. Like she's really pretty, but she's also the second white person in here. So, which one?
Yeah,
And I sing like directly at her.
perfect. She's into that,
Hey girl.
and she like vibes it back at you, like.
Sweet.
Like you, I don't know if you've ever met your character's ever met a muse,
Nope.
but you're feeling that vibe back like
She like leans in
hardcore.
with the mic. Like, what is it?
Like
Is that the sort of thing I could feel behind me as I'm directing the band?
absolutely.
Like, well, it's warmer in here.
Yeah. All of you are probably aware, another demigod has like walked into this
Standing
place.
in the back,
So
having a jealous moment.
yeah, we usually describe it, and I usually do this in the beginning, but it's basically like if the world is a weave, when gods or powerful demigods or things like that take place, it's like almost like you drop something heavy on the blanket that's spread across, so it kind of makes like a little divot. So things are kind of like drawn into that, and it stretches out the weave and things like that. So you guys automatically feel like one of you has walked in here. So you're aware of it, even if you're in the back and you don't see her. You're like, things are shifting. So, and she's just like rapt, like giving you total attention. However, every time you look around, she also kind of like smiles at you, winks at you too.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with this.
yeah. So
I've got good rhythm because that's
she
how
notices.
it works.
She notices that.
I stay on the beat.
Yeah,
Hey.
she likes that.
She claps on the 1 and 3 just to fuck with you.
Accurate.
Have you ever
Folk
seen a white
musician.
person at a
Yes,
concert?
Monsters.
it's
She can be
100%.
amused, but she's still a white person at the concert.
Yes, I think I'm dealing with whoever my person is at the speakeasy, getting my money, and I hear the music, and I'm like, oh, Sounds an extra little bit of extra spice tonight.
If I liked music, I might like this.
Yes. Very nice.
Needs more tuba.
Needs more umpapa.
More tuba. Oh my god. Okay.
We do want this umpapa.
Maybe accordion? Should we add an accordion in
Ah,
at the jazz club?
Perfect.
Jazz
You
accordion.
guys are all good at jazz.
no, I don't usually like the jazz, but this time it speaks to me this time.
Right. So yeah, she sits and just through your whole thing, and then when you're done, like she stands up and gives like the perfect little standing ovation, like super excited.
When she walks off the stage, she like gives a little like side like air kiss, and then hands her a little bee pin.
Nice.
And you guys all have them too.
Okay.
So we can go meet in the back. And talk.
I absolutely do not.
Did not.
I gave you.
Oh no, you're right. That's right.
No, Carl.
Forgot it.
Okay, Carl. Yeah.
Come on in. Yeah. Quiet.
Okay, she puts the little bee pin on, and she like kind of like links your arm, and
Sweet. Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet.
and do you walk into the back?
Yeah.
Okay, she walks with you. So, is your friend with the good beat coming back with us too?
She's a little like my property. What? He'll be back as soon as he's done. He's actively playing music. It's fine. You're
Yeah.
very. What are you? What is this?
Hi, my name's Dorothy.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Jeannie, nice to meet you.
That's a great name. I like it. So I was sent. I need to talk to you and your friends a little bit. I got a message for you.
Oh, all right. They'll be here in a second. Can I get you a drink?
Absolutely.
What do you take?
Anything you give me.
And she like giggles and walks off and comes back with something stupid and champagne in that little like weird glass.
Oh, don't you want to give Carl for his special whiskey?
Oh, yeah. She's like doing that. She's like, oh, Carl.
Bathtub whiskey for this fancy lady.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
made in the nice clawfoot bathtub.
No.
Yeah, that walks and follows him around.
This may be bathtub whiskey, but it is the absolute top of the line. And I have my special brew that I only give to my very good friends.
Carl, I need some of your good alcohol.
Yes,
for my
yes, of
friend
course.
Over my shoulder.
Of course, and for you, of course, it is gratis.
Thank you.
I'll give you not like a big bottle, but like a,
That, though.
What bottle?
it's like one of those bottles that holds like 4 shots in it. You know,
Nice.
like
Well,
a-
you're drinking too. Come
That's
on.
efficient. I want one of those.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
I'll
she
bring.
like links arms with you and drags you over.
Oh, of course, always happy.
You're just sort of following at a weird distance.
Let me do the voice for a little bit longer before I start
Jeannie,
drinking.
I just have been meaning to talk to you.
In a
Oh,
second.
hi.
Drinks.
No thanks, this is the brothel.
Oh, aren't you a peach? Goodness. Who's your friends?
They can introduce themselves.
I'm still out front.
Yeah.
Hi, Moira. Nice to meet you. All right.
That's
well,
so good.
and what's your name?
For those just listening, it was deer in the headlights expression.
Very good.
I am
Priceless.
Carl Loinfeld. I provide libations.
Loinfeld. That's interesting. I like that.
Oh, thank you. It is a obviously it is a German name, but I provide the libations for this establishment,
Oh.
and this is my very special whiskey that I provide.
Oh, I like
only for my good friends, of course.
Can I be your good friend?
Well, if you are a friend of Jeannie, then you are a friend of mine, of course.
Excellent. I love drinking top shelf.
She gives you like a little like.
Yeah. Well, there's supposed to be 4 of you. I thought there were 4 of you.
Yeah. So, real quick, out front, you hear the, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. And,
Please tell me you're doing an American accent.
well, yeah, he does there, and then when he comes back, it's, oh, Lord. That was-
Her eyes kind of like go wide when you start talking.
that's a big crowd. I've not seen something like that in some time.
Yeah.
That's
We-
very
we all
refined
go.
and exotic. I like that. Goodness.
Sorry.
So, what was your name?
Oh, my name's Stefan.
Stefan. All
Who
right.
are you?
My name's Dorothy.
Oh, hello, Dorothy.
So I got sent with a message to you all from my dad. I can't do that. She kind of like looks around and. So. I don't think anybody's ever said that to me before. You're fun.
First time for everything.
Yeah. I like a challenge. It's all good. So she like scoots a little closer to Mora. Well, thank you. I can't breathe. I'm dying. Okay,
So good.
As y'all know, there's a big problem around, and my daddy Bacchus is not super happy with the state of things at the moment. I mean, really, like the speakeasies and stuff, like we're making it work, but we got to figure out like what's up and why this has become a thing. Because people don't like it. I don't like it. Why is somebody doing this? It's obviously clearly an attack against my daddy. So we got to figure it out. And he'd like all y'all to like help us out. And I said,
I'd never thought of it that way, but Bacchus seems like an alright guy.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Pushes the shot towards you.
Well, thank you.
Pretty sure she could drink all of us under the table.
I would like
That's
to find
out
out.
of character. God damn it.
Here's the bottle right there. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, all of you like make a lot of money and do good off of him. So he figured that you guys would be willing to help him out because you all want the club to do better. And I don't know. He just told me to come talk to you. I'm glad he did.
Well, has he got some idea of how to move forward with that?
Maybe. I'm just the messenger.
And what a messenger.
I'm good at talking. I'm good at other stuff too.
I mean, I cannot say I can say I'm not entirely uncomfortable with the current situation because I am making quite a lot of profit right now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but Colonel, the situation's a real pain in the ass.
For you, I suppose. For me, it has been a windfall of tremendous proportions.
This is only one of several problems. And probably not the worst for me right now.
Say, where are we at with suffrage?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, just got the vote, but he's still
Well,
black.
I just got
so, like,
the vote.
Yeah, I guess alcohol's a problem too.
The worst thing in my life is I can't buy booze wherever and whenever I want.
This is the one place I
It's
can go
the
out.
biggest problem facing America right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can because you have the inside hookup. Of course, I always provide my good friends.
All right, that's nice, but what about everybody else?
Well, also, I mean, if you got the best booze, if things are legal again, you could start your own company, go like national.
I want to start a club.
Well,
I'll call
then,
it something
thank you.
ironic like the Cotton Gin. I'll keep working on that.
I
You
bet
help
you
me
could
with
do
that, I'll help you with this.
Totally down for helping start a new club.
Although I would say having Bacchus only a favor or two would not be the worst thing in the world.
I think it'd be one, not two.
Well, we'll negotiate.
The night's still young.
You could try.
I would love to see you try.
I would too.
Drinks her drink again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can try and get you more information if you need it, but I just he wanted to find out if you all were interested before he gave you any more information. Because obviously, there's somebody who's pissed off, and it's not super great if everybody knows that,
Are you implying that prohibition is being caused by some kind of other supernatural force, or are we going to fight the U.S. government?
Either is fine with me, just for the record.
Or both?
Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I think all that's fine. I'm not much of a fighter, to be honest. I'm sure you're surprised.
She's a lover. Hey, girl.
She winks at you.
Bright red.
My character's been winking a lot.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just have those
A lot of you.
Yeah. And every time she's like,
So, yeah. Are you in for it?
Hey, well, the
I mean, if you want.
situation's untenable.
Right.
We have to improve it.
I mean, as long as there's payment involved, of course I'm interested.
The simple guy with simple needs. I like that. Pretty good.
This is a den of hedonism. But
oh, you said it like a bad thing. Got it.
I suppose if alcohol were legal, it might be less so. I just want to go home.
yeah,
Kimi
just-
grabs your hand.
Yeah. It's gonna be okay. Just think about how all your friends are breaking the rules all the time, and now if it's legal again, they won't be breaking the rules.
I like rules.
Yeah, rules are good.
Hey,
Rules.
rules can change. Maybe to fit the people better.
I like that.
I won't let anyone hurt you.
Dorothy kind of gives her the side eye at that. When you're like, I won't let anyone hurt you, she's kind of like,
All right, well, I'll send you some more information if I get it, but you're going to have to do a little bit of digging on your own, because Buckets doesn't really know who's behind all this. So, got to figure it out. You guys seem like smart people. Especially you.
You've got time for a dance before you go, right?
I always have time for a dance. Especially with someone with rhythm like yours. I like guys with rhythm.
All right,
I
then.
bet you do. He's jealous, but also into it.
yeah.
Yeah, so...
You got room on your car too, doll?
Oh my god, yes.
I mean,
So-
we don't have to get started tonight.
Stefan's gonna just head out towards the front where the little band that doesn't need a director,
Right.
You know, is
Yeah.
just playing the intermission music.
Nice. Go ahead. You want to roll for it?
Well, I don't know. Should I roll for?
I'm going to
dancing?
say that you can
Roll
dance.
to
I'm going to
dance.
say we've already established you have great rhythm. If you'd
Yeah.
like to roll to see if you botch it, but I'm going to say you can totally dance.
Yeah, I think.
roll to
Well,
sway so much,
no,
just
I'm
roll to sway.
trying to impress.
Oh my
it.
god.
Yeah,
High five.
yeah. I'm trying to impress the demigod. So
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna roll awe,
There you go.
and that's
Okay.
what is that? A 8 is a 10.
Very nice. You do a great job.
I'm very relieved about that. By the way.
She's a perfect partner. Like when you lead, she just follows perfectly. She knows all the steps. It's almost like she reads your mind a little bit, and it's just like dancing with the perfect partner.
Excellent.
Over his shoulder, she keeps kind of giving you the eye, whenever she's not looking at him.
She's dancing with me, performing for her.
Oh god.
Performing for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You're also enjoying it as well, but there's just
Sure.
a little bit of eye contact going towards Abria. So
Drinking a bunch.
Got it.
I'm just refilling your shot. Have some more.
Thank you.
nice. So you dance and yeah,
I assume at some point she takes off.
yeah.
Yeah.
She can dance with you too if you'd like. Okay. So there's dancing and drinking and partying going on. Amazingly, as much as she keeps drinking, she is still an amazing dancer. And in the heels and the whole thing, as she moves, the little shimmery things on her dress, it's all
nice.
perfect. And she looks as perfect when she leaves as when she arrived. And she, at some point, goes off into the night.
Nice.
Now I'm glad I didn't take the Muse playbook.
That was very good.
That was amazing. Kimmy.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of I wonder. Yeah, okay.
That was very good. She's drunk now. Dorothy's very pretty, and we should do whatever. I'm assuming we're just sitting in the back now.
Yeah, we have a booth.
Cool.
I imagine Carl keeps pouring shots for Moira and just keeps tossing them over her shoulder.
It's like a whole puddle on the floor.
I'm trying to catch it. You can just give me this. It's fine.
She's throwing Carl's top shelf.
Yeah,
good.
it's a beautiful bathtub whiskey. Shwink.
No.
So, when you read the weave, does that actually questions you ask? Is it
Read a
in
stitch.
character? Sorry, read a stitch. Is
I
that
can't get mad at people if it still says read the weave.
is that just asking Kimmy stuff, or is it asking Dorothy stuff?
You can ask me. I'm running the game.
So basically, as she's dancing, and Stefan and Jeannie are entranced, and is Moira entranced and all?
Absolutely. Well, yeah. In a shadowy corner kind of way.
Carl is kind of
Amazing.
okay, she said she's from Bacchus, but he kind of wants to maybe do some more observation. Sure. And see if he can kind
Nice.
of
I don't think it would have occurred to Stefan that she lied. It's not a
figure
thing
out
that-
if what she is saying is true.
Okay, absolutely. You can read the weave or read
Yeah.
the stitch for that.
Read a stitch.
Read a stitch, read a bitch.
The or
Yeah,
a?
read a stitch.
Yeah. Okay, I got my
Read a stitch.
article right.
I changed it on my thing.
Okay.
Okay. Boop. That's 9.
9. All right.
So I
Help.
get 2 questions.
2 questions.
From a.
Well, do you want to roll help?
I do want to help. Can I help?
Sure.
Sweet.
Are you helping, or are you?
How are you
entranced?
helping?
I just want to lean over and be like, I think she's legit. I don't know. Okay. I don't know how to help.
Is that helping or is that
don't know.
influencing his?
It's the opposite.
I don't know how to help, but I want to help you.
All right. Well, if you can come up with a way you can help.
We all know hot girls can't lie.
That's true.
I mean, we could say like,
That's a fact, right?
yeah, yeah. Hot
Sorry.
girls can't lie.
No, never.
So, like maybe the fact that you have kept her here longer, so he has more time to observe her. That's a
yeah.
way that you can help.
I just keep waving.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I just want to be helpful.
I didn't help.
No.
I have doubles, so
No, she's
sorry.
fucking hot, and you're
Yeah,
just like,
she's hot. It's fine.
You
Stop staring.
you got a thread for how hot
Yeah.
she is. Is that double?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
nice.
So, where did this person come from?
She is a demigod of Bacchus, so she was sent by.
So she is who she says she is.
Yeah, she is who she said she is.
Okay.
She loves partying. She was. You can tell that she was adopted by Bacchus too, because
Okay.
she was great at having fun.
I like her so much.
How can I get this person to give us a little bit more of a lead on where to start with our investigation?
I think that
I
she
feel like she's not telling us everything, and she may have a little more information to give us.
she does, but you get the feeling that she's also following directions. So she's been instructed what to give you. So if you guys, you feel that if you start making progress, you might get more information from her.
Okay.
Is that satisfactory answers?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Are you still dancing?
Well, I assume we're at our booth, right?
Sojourn
this
to a
is
booth.
Post.
Yeah.
The dollar says
Is
he
she
takes
with
her
us?
No.
She took off into the night.
Wait, Dorothy,
wait, what
before,
was
before,
Dorothy?
she, before she goes?
Before she goes, okay, so
Dorothy,
she's been
if we
dancing.
need to find you again, what is the best way to contact you?
Well, I can find you here. I also really like the speakeasy underneath the radio repair shop on 29th.
Can we meet like a
Hey,
library?
all right then.
SI to $1. She like takes it.
$1? That's like $500. Dang.
Dear listeners, I don't know anything about New York. I have no idea where 29th is. It's all fine.
It seems fine.
I know there's
just pick
numbers
two
and
numbers.
letters.
Yeah, we
29th
don't
is
have to
like
worry about it.
lower Manhattan. So
Cool.
Mikey knows. All right.
I only know Spider-Man, New York now, and I'm like, Murray Hill, there's a robbery.
Ooh, have you been playing it? Is it good?
It's so good.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Anyway. All right.
I mean, yeah, New York goes like First Street is lowest Manhattan, then like 195th is northern, is like Washington Heights.
Nice.
So
Cool.
if you want it,
Nothing. I wish the audience could see her face right now, like podcast listeners.
The vapid.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
a
gonna
blank.
take
I have friends who live on like 196th. And it's like the tip of top Manhattan.
Nice.
So
I'm going to bring up a map of New York since Mike actually knows about New York. God damn it.
Hey, why do we have to keep meeting in speakeasies?
Because
Can we meet in a nice library?
Nope.
Do they serve drinks there?
There is one. Yeah.
All right.
We should go there.
I'm open to that. Otherwise, they just have books, right?
Yeah, mostly that.
I mean,
That'd be the best
Well-
cover for a speakeasy.
There's actually a bar downtown called Library Bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that place.
yeah.
Great.
Why do people go there?
To drink?
I mean, to a library.
To educate
Oh.
themselves.
I know what I need to know.
If
I like
Dorothy,
understood all the words you said, but not why you said them that.
Yeah.
In that order.
if Dorothy was there, she'd be like,
To make out.
And the snacks.
Perfect.
And do I feel like we have nothing to go on? Where do we even start?
How about the new senator from New York?
yes.
He has money chops. That's all I want to contribute.
Sure. Damn it. Okay. Totally, you can do that.
Find out about that. Yeah.
His name is Aaron Burr.
It's not.
Your time
Senator
periods
Burr.
are.
He is.
Did,
He is 200 years old.
Seems fun.
did the senator vote for prohibition?
Well,
What?
Nothing.
Yes.
Getting us back on track.
he was elected the same year Prohibition went in, so he didn't
Wait.
get to vote on it.
Prohibition would have had to been ratified by what 3/4 of the
stop it.
states.
Yep.
Eh?
So it's not just Senate and Congress. It's
Right, but New York was one of the last to ratify because
Okay.
they liked the money from booze.
Heck yeah.
And the whole idea
That's
sounds
fine.
stupid.
I agree with you.
I mean, if we start a groundswell of lack of support for the continuance, something laws, we should overturn the government regardless.
Political coup.
Seems fine. Not a thing I
Everything's
was already
good.
planning. It's cool.
Cool. Didn't think you
Stop
guys would go
learning.
political with
It's
stuff. But, like,
It's
let's
that.
fight some people and like find a god who's
That's that new Afro-Puerto Rican senator woman who
Yeah,
elected
exactly.
in New York.
in the 1920s.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
1920s. Yeah.
Haha, JK, it's all white men.
I mean, can we just do that though?
All only white men, all
Nope,
all of it.
I need to remain angry.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all old
No,
white men
yeah.
with button jobs.
So we're gonna make it up. He's going to be John.
Yes.
Or is there perhaps a local organization who is very pro-prohibition? Pro-prohibition. Pro-prohibition.
Yes.
And perhaps if there's a lobbying effort by some local groups, we could take a look at them as well.
Okay, this isn't like a multi-year thing. I think we're just gonna go bust some fucking heads and undo this. I don't want to spend a lot of time
We
on
could
it.
go fight the entire, like, Christian faith.
If we, I don't know how it works exactly, but if we rip the law, does that undo it?
Yeah, do you think that is how
It
that
does.
works?
She just nods. Like, that's exactly how that
You
works.
do know there is a group called the League of Good Temperance. That
Fuck
is-
those women. They're a bunch of assholes. Sorry, go ahead.
And they are one of the largest local organizations that was pushing for prohibition.
What if we get them to party?
What if we fight temperance?
Show them how fun it is.
They're a bunch of other.
Perhaps
they're
my whiskey
battle
is
shrews.
my whiskey is very good.
I'm also good at parties.
I enjoy having a good time as well.
I do not want to party with these women. I do not
Well,
like
I
them.
don't know how to have a good
Perhaps
time.
they need to learn how to party.
Alright.
It seems as though Bacchus could have pulled that one off on his own, though.
Well, not if they're that stodgy.
They're that stodgy. I know this isn't a phrase yet, but like white feminists. Let's go. They're like, let's get the vote.
Yeah.
But also, like, no alcohol for everyone.
It's like Heinz
Jim Crow
League
is
of
fine.
Temperance pin.
Sure, let's talk to them. That seems fine.
And get them drunk.
Oh, that's what I said.
Why is your answer
We're
to
gonna talk to
everything
them.
getting people drunk?
People
We're
like
friends.
people like drinking.
They do like drinking. She offers you her flask. Don't it's a whole flask. You should just see her like run off to go grab the flask.
Oh no, that was $20 worth of
clank.
whiskey. No.
Several ounces gone from
No,
into
no,
the
no, no, I could have
floorboards.
made such good product.
It's
Just
so
like sucking it out of the carpet.
Yeah. It's fine. I have a problem.
Well, it's 1920. Who
Yeah.
didn't?
Exactly.
Do you think this is a human problem, or do you think this is a God problem?
If a god's involved, it's probably
Is most likely
Hey,
not a problem. Yes.
but we'll have to start with the humans.
fair.
I
And-
hate humans.
I know, me too.
You know what works well to get people drinking? Music.
I hate music.
Hey? Which
I
is
love that we're
why
friends.
you don't drink. But
Yet?
if these ladies of the Temperance League went to a fun band, were inspired to partake, they might see how nice it is.
I'm into this. To the League of Good Temperance.
I just suggest we send me in as a mole.
Uh,
I think I can connect with them.
A ringer is always a good idea.
That's fair. Yeah, you
Right?
first.
When you're selling your
Oh, of
nonsense
course.
on the
Yes,
street.
you need, look, you must find the right salesperson for the job that you wish to sell.
So
All
Moira,
right, you two are the whitest of us. You go in first.
so Moira, are you already secretly a member of the League of Good Temperance?
I think she's thought about it.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
might
like it
already.
seemed like a good idea,
got
right?
so you might have actually
I've
already.
read some literature.
Yeah.
I have a really big hat.
And you might already know a couple of the people who do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, nice.
What if you pitch them a fundraiser of some kind, and perhaps you have your contacts in the musical world? And yes, we will get them out, and it'll be to raise
Sounds like
funds.
an idea.
Yes.
I'm known for my social skills.
Her smile is just huge and shitty, like,
I've always thought so.
yeah.
Sweet. Your support means so much to me. It's so good to have alive friends.
Right?
It's
Of
weird
course
when you say it.
It would be.
Oh my god.
Well,
I know that saying something creepy is for a Reaper, but I think you
Yeah.
need to take a thread for that.
Yes.
yes, definitely. That was epic.
Very good.
You're like the first, like, creepy, socially awkward celestial. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Alright. So the plan's like this. Our spy will infiltrate the enemy lines. Once behind, we will present them with the idea of a dance, and our spy will suggest what a good idea that sounds like. We'll have them at the dance. Drinks available. Dancing leads to drinking. Almost every time.
Sure.
Yes, a bunch of white men are going to get a bunch of women drunk.
Yeah. That seems fun.
Great.
I'll also be there. It will be great. This will be fun. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'll wear my best hat.
She has so many hats.
She only has one, but it's like 2.5 feet wide on each
Amazing.
side. And covered, like, she exclusively wears black, but her mom definitely bought her, like, one, like, nice dress and huge floral hat.
A church outfit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Just the most, like, dour Wednesday Addams face under this huge floral hat.
Perfection.
I'm ready.
Nice.
Yeah. You right?
Let's infiltrate.
So you show up at their headquarters, which is like a small storefront, probably. They have a bunch of signs. When you go in the door, there's a bunch of the hand-painted signs, too. And there's a few, like, tables and desks like that, and there's some very stodgy-looking older ladies who, when you walk in with that giant hat...
It's too big.
Yeah.
You're the leader of them.
It's exactly
My
right.
dominance.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how they choose a pope.
Yeah, they look at you, they kind of, like, do the scan up and down, and just, like, one nod of approval.
Large hat. Looks uncomfortable.
Looks uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
A little sweatier on the hairline.
Hello, you look familiar, but I can't place your name.
Do I? I don't go out much. Moira Bronach.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Moira. Thank you so much for making time and coming to our location. Are you here to volunteer?
I don't know why my old lady sounds like that today, but that's what my old lady sounds like today.
Yes. Volunteer. I'm very fond of temperance.
I am too. Temperance is so important to the good of society. Don't you agree?
Yes. Society, very important to alive people
Yes.
and the world they live in.
Well, also the dead people, because, like, really they're the ones who didn't make bad choices because of drinking.
Oh, some of them made very bad choices.
Oh, yes, they
Have you ever
do.
seen the stomach contents of someone who drank themselves to death?
Oh, really?
A black roiling mass, similar in texture to oatmeal.
Yep, that's a spit take.
She seems like wrapped in
I
time.
hate you.
Do you think
Oh, and the smell. You can't imagine the smell.
that's fascinating? Do you think you could write something we could put on a pamphlet about that? I think that would keep people from drinking. I think that's very effective.
Absolutely, yes.
It literally kept me from drinking right now.
I think I
But
it's Providence that you
I
came
can't
in
tell
today.
you what it does to your liver. It looks like a charcoal briquette.
Liver.
Oh, and the texture.
The texture of the liver.
Yes.
The liver's up
You do
here,
have-
right?
Yes, right next to the heart.
Okay. I bet it like contaminates the heart then too.
Yes.
Oh my! It's so much worse than I ever thought.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh my goodness!
Just terrible.
Oh, thank goodness that you came today. We should.
I've seen so much.
It seems like it. Well,
It's rather a dour world we live in now. Don't you agree?
it is. It should be more dour, though.
Oh, I do so agree. Abort, I think I found my people.
Can I use my cloak of obscurement to be listening in on this
Yes.
conversation from inside
Roll.
and just trying so hard not to laugh?
Yeah, do you have to roll for the Cloak of Obscurement?
I don't think
Or-
so.
or no,
Just
okay, it's a gift. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's just standing in the back, pretending to be an Art Deco piece of art, just going,
Stay on message! Stay on message!
Whereas like,
she's too good at this.
commit to the bit, commit to the bit. It is a dour world
Yes.
that we do live in.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that perhaps a more light-hearted event might bring more people to the cause?
A light-hearted event to make the world more dour.
Well, perhaps to remind them that a world with temperance does not have to be quite under, although I agree, dourness is very important.
It is. It's vital. Vital to goodness. Dourness is vital to goodness.
Keep me strong, Genie.
Gag reflex. Hold together.
It's fun because I'm like, okay, what would be the opposite of what Dorothy would say? Okay, that's
This is this character.
I think you might be right. Like drawing them in with a lively
Yes, a lie.
part. Yes, a lie, a lively lie to bring them in, and then slowly showing them how great dourness is. Yes.
60 years later, Scientology.
Perfect.
Sorry. Oops. My bad.
We'll
Spoilers?
Introduce them to temperance, maybe with a dance, before we talk about the smells.
When you say dance, she just looks a little. Dance.
I may have to roll to sway someone.
Yes, you do.
Roll good, roll
What
good.
is your awe?
Actually, my odd's pretty high.
Awesome.
It's +2.
Oh, yeah, Celestial. Okay.
Oh,
That's an 8.
oh, that's there. I thought
It's
that.
an 8.
Okay,
Oh,
It's an 8.
I was going to help too.
It's
so.
an 8.
Okay.
Let's both help. We can get her to a 10.
Yeah, you're in the room with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna,
in the
I'm
room,
gonna
so you
use
can
aura
help.
of celebration
Yeah,
to convince them.
Yeah, Mike, how would you have helped?
My help was, ooh, dang.
Nice.
So it's a +1. 9.
Wait, helping +1. So I was going to say before when I gave you a small draft of one of my elixirs that can help boost your confidence so that you are able to.
So she has to do a shot.
Yeah,
No.
a shot of
This is no.
It's not alcohol.
Oops.
Oh, Lord.
How did that happen?
Oh, did I hit with my hat?
Probably, yeah.
I don't think so. It
I
could
knew
be
wearing a
your
giant
fault.
hat would get me in trouble.
I assume Abria did it.
This is not
It might
alcohol.
have been-
This is
It was your.
So you
your
gave her
wayward
a
brain.
dram.
this is a herbal remedy for
A tincture.
improving your confidence when speaking with new people.
So it's whiskey. He gave you whiskey.
For my
Don't
nerves.
call it that.
You get a +1.
Nice.
Nice.
We did it. That's a 10.
Does it
Were
hit?
you a 10 plus, though, on your roll?
I was a 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you actually get a
plus.
thread
Yeah,
as well.
you get a thread too.
Oh shit! Wait, do you get thread?
Yeah, she gets the thread.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm racking up the thread.
Love your face.
Yeah, when we roll, let's make sure we're calling out our numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
So for me, because I can't see the dice tray, and for listeners, especially the fancy metal dice, they're like hard to read from afar.
Yeah, they're
That's true.
shiny.
Shine.
So yeah, you got
So
it.
yeah, you were super fucking successful. A dance, like misdirection. It brings them in and makes them tired, so then they are dour afterwards.
Yes, I think deception really is sort of the way to go. We'll bring them in with a jovial atmosphere.
Yes.
And then tell them about the smells and textures.
You hear a
Yes.
snort from the far wall.
The life of sin
Oh,
that alcohol can lead you towards.
yes, absolutely. I think that, and those will probably.
I know so many sinners.
I know. I do too.
They're a
Yes,
plague.
we'll bring them in, and these will be the people who need it the most. I think you're right.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you came in today.
As am I.
Yes. Well, I mean, would you like to be put in charge of planning this event? Because I don't know about
God, I don't think I should be in
dancing.
charge of anything.
I feel like you have capability as a leader.
You think I have leader qualities?
I do. I think you're very important to our movement.
No one's ever said that to me before. Yes, no, shut up. Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to
Yes,
talk or shut up? I'm confused.
I would like to be put in charge.
Excellent. Well, we must get you to be a formal member of the league. So come in, and here's your
There's an initiation ceremony?
Well, no,
this
you-
I am familiar with.
No, you just have to sign your name. But
if you want to make a ceremony, I could light a candle or something.
That would make me feel more comfortable, yes.
I feel like that's a little heathen.
Then never mind.
Okay. She's like sighs and is like relieved.
Yeah.
But she feels like a
Moira
little
knows
form.
giving away your name is not a thing you should do, so she has sent an X.
Okay, sure. She doesn't care.
You could be Faye, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Legit, like a good worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if the Morgan's your mom, you
Yeah, you
know
don't,
shit
you don't
like
get your
this.
real
Yeah.
Faye.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Cool. So you
So can
sign
you
up.
put a smiley face when you sign on Apple Pay?
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
Literally the same.
Yeah. So yeah, you sign up, and she
I'm in
is
charge
very
of the dance.
excited. You're in charge of the dance.
Just run outside. They put me in charge.
So
I go outside just crying. It was terrible in there.
you're the lady of the dance.
Oh
You were so good at that.
Was I?
You were too
I
good.
blacked out. I don't remember any of it.
It was very intense. It was so scary. They were like, everything's terrible. And there were so many petticoats.
Her hand's just shaking with emotion.
But I think she's the leader of them now.
Did you find out what gods, if any, they are influenced by?
Temperance.
Hey,
We
Sorrow.
the Christian god,
I was going
I'd
to say
imagine.
the Christian, but there is quite a bit of sorrow in that room.
Hey, the Christian god.
Yes. It was terrible.
I loved it. I've never felt more alive. I do so rarely feel alive.
Don't ask her about textures. I know
Well,
too much.
That's great.
Oh, and the smell. Don't forget the smells. Would you care to join me for some oatmeal?
Never again. You were very good. And she's just like telling, like, you were amazing.
Well done, Moira.
Glows with the
Glorious.
praise. A tinge of pink in her cheeks you've never seen before.
That's colors. You make colors with your body. Cool.
So how long do we have to plan this?
Oh, we have to plan our party planning.
Yeah.
We only need like an hour. Let's do this.
Yes,
You're in
it's-
charge of the dance, so you get to pick when the date is.
Oh, well, perhaps on a Sunday, next Sunday? They like Sundays.
Gross,
I know
they
you
do.
will be hungover.
I will. That's fine. That has never stopped
Sunday.
me. It's not stopping me now.
I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't have a sense of such things.
It's a Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
Thursday.
3 days.
It is
We do.
Wednesday, my dude.
Gods like to do things in threes.
Proper ado.
Yeah.
To put on a proper fete.
Well, I think if we array all of our considerable powers, we could do it.
Yes. Stefan, you could bring the music, and Carl, you'll bring the alcohol, and Ginny, you'll bring an air of excitement, and I will stay at home.
No, you have to be
You'll
there.
absolutely need to be there.
You have to be there. In fact,
And-
you're going to be the first one to drink to show them that it's fine.
I will
was-
bring my considerable charm.
About to say the same thing.
If you make me spit take again, I will eat your actual hat.
I'm sorry, Freya.
You
Well,
got me. It was
I would like to see
amazing.
both things.
It was so good. Damn you.
Do you like your hat? Is it a like?
It looks delicious.
I feel like a different woman. We can do this. I believe in us.
All right.
We're going to throw the worst party ever.
This is
I
great
think-
for me. You guys have to throw a shitty party.
I think I could
We're temperance
arrange
ladies.
the Veterans Hall, which
Cool.
will be the most non-threatening for them.
Nice. I just want a montage of like me like showing
Yes.
up with a giant
Yes.
band and a bunch of
Genie.
alcohol, and you're like, no,
Ginny, what goes into a party?
so much booze.
So we
Sparkles.
want them to drink, yes.
Yeah.
You want to invoke the
But
Bacchus, essentially.
But by
they
the way,
don't-
Stefan has like a flip book, like a reporter's notebook out, and he's just like making
He
lists.
does this every time we throw a party. It's wonderful.
I feel that the best way to go about this is if I were to create some kind of odorless, tasteless alcoholic beverage. Because if they were able to taste it, they would obviously know immediately.
Yes, because
Well-
alcohol is disgusting.
I think it would be quite a bit better if they drank of their own volition and knew what they had.
Wait, guys, we're throwing a bacchanal.
Hey!
I'm so excited.
Sweet.
Hey, with Bacchus's blessing, perhaps they'll be willing to try something that they wouldn't normally.
But
The-
maybe the lowering of inhibitions with secret alcohol will make them more prone.
Or offer it as...
Also, why haven't you invented that for me already?
Now, if I know my story of the
I
Bacchae
don't want to
right,
roofie people.
if you
Jesus.
give women alcohol, they
Myself.
will tear men limb from limb.
Hey,
I love this party. I am now invested.
well,
Let us do this.
We may end up with a bunch of naked devotees of temperance on our hands.
that's not the worst
with the
idea I've
taste
heard.
for blood.
I'm quite sturdy,
I'm excited.
and I'm willing to explore this option.
None of this is wrong.
All of this is wrong.
Disagree.
Well,
I think it's important that they choose to drink it.
Yes, we can't drug them.
perhaps perhaps one of us should go tell Dorothy of what our plans are. That
Dibs! Sorry, what?
of course, you may absolutely be the one who goes
Cool.
to.
She's gone.
I can
I'm running after you. Like, no, Jeannie.
I can come with you if you please.
Sure. She's half a
They'll
block
get
away.
nothing done if they don't have a chaperone.
Yes, I will.
We're getting quite a lot done.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Nothing helpful.
But we should tell Dorothy that we have managed to entice the women of temperance into a party. I feel like that would be very pleasing to Bacchus, yes?
Yes,
Aye.
a fitting tribute.
And I do get the feeling that if we are able to make progress on this front, we may find out more.
Yes.
So, shall we?
Let's.
So we're going to go to, what was the name of the place that she hated?
The
29th Street?
speakeasy underneath the radio repair place on 20.
Nice. A holy place for
Do
Stephanie.
you guys want to come too?
Aye.
Oh, we will all go. It shall be a party of
An
sorts.
Slouch
excursion.
towards the radio repair place
Perfect.
in my stupid hat.
So you find the radio repair shop super easily, and then it's got one of those things where the stairs go up into the shop and the stairs go down into like the lower level.
Nice.
And there's just a very nondescript door down there.
I'm just going to poke my head real quick into the repair shop. Ah, shoddy workmanship. This is...
I am judging all
We're
of
here
this.
for your secret alcohol club.
Nope, that's not what we say. But we are here for that.
Every
Are you saying that in the repair shop?
Yup.
every radio is sacred. Excuse me.
There's like an old guy there. Not here.
Something in your eye.
We don't have any alcohol up here.
Do I look
Wait.
like the
Good,
fuck
we
to you?
should just go.
It's a radio repair shop. Why would you have alcohol?
Yeah. I don't know. She was asking.
Yeah, because we have the secret alcohol club.
Oh, she's gonna keep doing it. Bless
Oh,
her.
God.
He just like turns around and walks into the back and shuts the door.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one here, guys. I think we have to go.
Oh, bless you. And then starts walking downstairs.
Jeannie.
Let's use the stairs.
Booze, please.
You knock on the door. There's like the little slidey door.
Yep.
And there's like just a pair of like eyes that you can tell like belong to a very large gentleman.
Nice. I shake my like almost empty flask. Getting low.
Help,
You know the password?
We don't know the password, but we do know Dorothy.
Alcohol.
Oh, your friend's a Dorothy. Wait.
Ah!
The password's temperance.
That's pretty good.
He slides.
I want us to be friends of Dorothy.
I just start yelling, Dottie!
You kind
What
of
is it?
that's what you're hearing through the door. Is like he turns around and you can hear that the Dorothy voice.
So, fun fact, the Friends of Dorothy is the group name on cruise ships for LGBTQ groups to meet up.
Yep.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then he's all right. We'll let you in.
Just open the door. You didn't have to tell me. All
You-
you had to do was open the door.
Yeah, he looks straight at Mark. You know Dorothy?
My hat's just taking up the whole thing.
She's with me.
All right.
Open the door.
And then the door opens.
You do look like a narc. You should take the hat off.
That's the greatest compliment I've ever been paid.
And then, and then you go in and the steps go down a little bit farther. Like there's like 4 or 5 smaller steps, and then there is a bar that is very makeshift but serviceable and pretty packed.
I would like to ask the doorman, like, could you direct me towards the manager of this establishment, please?
He points to a guy in a suit with a fedora, like sitting in the back and talking to a couple girls.
Okay, well, you all deal with Dorothy. I'm going to go and pitch my. I have a flask of my very special whiskey.
Nice.
Or sits at the bar and says, water. Hot.
It's probably worth noting, I don't know about you, but like Stefan is in a complete suit and tie because it's 1920.
Yeah.
I assume you are too, right?
Oh, of course, I always wear a suit and tie when I go out into town.
Yeah.
What am I, a farmer? Get out of here!
Yeah. However, Stefan is in this outlandish pale blue suit.
Nice.
Oh, I'm very modest and understated.
Yeah,
of
the
course.
suit is
Other than the
ridiculous.
mustache.
Oh, I do have my mustache.
Mustache. Very nice.
I'm wearing a cloche and like the little like flapper dress with the pleats at the bottom.
Wearing my very old-fashioned floor-length
Yeah.
gown I visited the League of Temperance in.
Black?
And giant.
Black.
No, it was not. It's the one black dress she doesn't own.
Yeah.
It's
Got
gray.
it.
But I'm assuming it's like buttoned up to the
Oh
neck.
yeah, to the neck,
Yeah,
floor
yeah.
length, no ankles.
Nice.
And just the biggest hat you've ever seen.
Yes.
Ankles
All
are
right,
the
Miss
most
Havisham,
salacious.
let's go.
All right. When the bartender, he's got like his sleeves rolled up and he's like making drinks. When you ask for water, he's just like, I don't know that drink.
Hot
I
water,
like you.
the devil's temperature.
I've got something called the devil's anus. That's a different drink, though.
One, please.
All right. He starts making that.
We'll make that too.
All right. He starts making those, and he hands them to you. So what's in a devil's water?
I like the idea that Abria and I are, Jeannie and I are on either side of Moira at the bar, just like
Yeah.
getting into it.
Water.
Oh, like actual water.
Yes, please.
He just both looks at both of you.
Vodka, I'll drink it for you.
Okay. He pours vodka.
Vodka.
You see her like lunge in the back trying to catch it.
His eyebrow like arches at you. And he just kind of turns away and
Water
walks.
here. They
Let's-
don't
For
serve
those
that.
for those of you listening, Moira did throw that vodka
Yeah.
over her shoulder.
No,
And Jeannie
Moira,
lunged for it.
Moira, that's difficult to come by in this day and age with the law as it is.
Oh, we're changing the law.
I know, but it's quite expensive for them to bring it in.
I have money.
So, all right, I guess.
She pays for everything. It just ends up in the carpet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
If you're
Is he
paying,
gonna
he's like,
die anytime soon?
Starts drawing on a napkin. I'll let you know in a minute.
Cool. Perfect.
Are you talking about the bartender?
Yeah.
nice.
I'm getting itchy.
I'm gonna kill the guy. Doesn't know what
I'm
water
not
is.
gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
He's drawn a shitty line drawing of him being crushed under his racks of alcohol.
Oh, good.
So while you're at the bar, you suddenly feel the presence, and down another set of stairs, in the back, comes Dorothy. And this time she's wearing bright blue.
Nice.
Matches your suit.
Mm.
Shocking how that happens.
All right.
I'm gonna kill her. Is she gonna die soon?
Well, that's more like it.
Yeah.
Sadly, no.
Of course not.
Guys, you made it. Hi. Did you find out who's doing everything?
We've got some idea.
Yeah.
We have a
Excellent.
lead.
You have a lead. Very good. That's great.
The trick is we're going to need some booze to carry off our plan. And your site has the most we've found.
Well, sure, but you guys got the best booze maker in New York right now.
Aye, but he only makes so much.
You know. Yeah, I see the problem. No problem. We can supply you.
We have to be able to tempt the League of Temperance.
Wow, you
It's
guys
a
are
good
ballsy.
plan.
That's nice.
A tall order.
It is.
Thank goodness we have a mole.
Oh, that's why you're friends. I see. Okay, that makes more sense now.
And for other reasons.
Yeah. Lots of reasons.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Stop throwing the vodka.
Yeah, Katie. If you'll just speak up just a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can whisper.
I'm just so in
But
character.
you have to stage whisper. It has to be really loud whispering. All right. Well, yeah, no, I'm happy to help you with whatever you guys need. Other than fighting, because I'm not a fighter.
Well, that's all right.
It is all right. I'm pretty good at other things.
I would love to find out what those things are.
Oh,
Hey, and we'll keep you safe.
it's nice of you. So you just need more alcohol?
Ideally, a case or two would go a long
Sure.
ways towards making this happen.
Sure, you guys just want, like, gin, or what do you guys want?
I think we were hoping as a patron of Bacchus that you might be able to provide us something that would tempt the League of Temperance.
Well, I mean, nothing's better than what your boy makes. I mean, we can provide a whole bunch of stuff, but if you really want the good stuff, or you want something that'll change the heart of someone from those ice maidens, I mean, gosh.
I know, right?
Crazy, I don't know. I walk by there and they glare at me.
I have no idea why.
I have no idea either. Most people like it when I walk by.
Aye.
I like it.
Beer, please.
I'm going to come read. So, does
We can do that in a second
Yeah.
with the manager. So if you want to say you're talking to the manager and you're finished with the manager and you can come join this conversation, we can
Yeah.
then do the manager conversation flipped.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really not that important. I just want to sell him my stuff.
He totally buys. He is interested once you sample his. Once he samples your
okay,
stuff,
good.
so you have a new customer.
Excellent.
Nice.
More customers.
As much
More
as
profit.
I hate to suggest this, I would submit myself to a taste test.
A taste test?
I
Wow.
think that's a good idea. If they see you try it first, then they'll know that it's alright to have their last drink before excommunicating alcohol from existence.
You alright there, doll?
No alcohol has ever touched these lips.
Aye, there's some on your shoulder, though.
Well, maybe you should practice before your big night.
Oh god.
I would like to use Aura of Celebration to turn up this speakeasy, please.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a thing to roll.
Does it say there's a roll in it?
Nope.
Then you're good.
Sweet.
Cool.
I just think
Right?
y'all gotta
Or no?
get Moira drunk.
I would like to, starting now.
So I'm gonna pop back in over here.
Wait, hold on real quick. Is there a kind of music that Moira has talked about liking?
Funeral hymns.
You know hers.
Oh my god, bless you.
I don't know how to play that on the trumpet. Taps?
Yeah, that's
probably
all I
the
can think of.
closest.
Oh my god.
Yikes, that is
I kind of step over to the stage where no one's performing right now because it's the middle of the day.
Right.
And,
But she's also never been drunk before. You might unlock something in her.
Right.
I would like to roll sway someone and hand her a shot.
Okay.
and my goal is to, like, put the dampener in the trumpet and I forget what it's called, but the
little thing at the end.
Yeah. And just quietly, as if I was practicing, like, started to taps.
Okay. I'm going to say that your magics are a little bit conflicting right now. Because, well, not your magic necessarily, but you're playing taps, which is not a party starter. And she's bringing up a party.
Yeah.
I think it's her
can you-
version of a party.
That's true.
Dower.
But I'm still going to say there's a
Sad.
little bit of a confliction happening because you're starting a party like in the speakeasy,
Yeah.
like that will appeal to all. You're dampening everyone else's good time, even though you might be brightening her good time.
Right.
While at the same time, you're rolling to sway her to
Yep.
get to start getting drinking.
I'm also trying to get her to drink.
Sweet.
Awesome. Roll 2.
I rolled a 9, by the way.
A roll 9. Okay,
So
and
you get a thread if you go by my way of thinking. You rolled the same
Also
thing
a
I
9.
did.
Yeah, also a 9.
This is the peer pressure I've heard so much about. What have you poured for me?
What do I think you would like the most? Has Jaeger been invented? It's something with like licorice in it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the gross, the
absinthe.
nastiest,
Yeah,
the
absinthe.
darkest.
yeah, it's
Malort.
absinthe
Absinthe
with, like,
is the drink of the goths.
There you go.
there you go.
I poured you goth juice.
We do the whole thing with like the spoon, the whole spoon
Yeah.
situation. It is aesthetically pleasing.
It smells like your office a little bit.
I do feel more at home here than I have in other speakeasies.
Do it.
Bottoms up. And she takes the shot.
Nice.
Just
So you have to swallow it. You have to swallow it. Slap you on the back.
Dorothy kind of takes a step back because she doesn't want her dress to be ruined.
That's smart.
Just swallow.
That's not the first time you said that.
Usually people say it to me.
that was awful.
I'm disappointed that they have to.
I loved it.
Not always.
She pours you a shot. Hey, girl.
She swallows that too.
Watching you two flirt, Moira pours herself
We did it.
And then I switch tempo to something more like dancey.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Nice.
And then it turns into like a Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Doc, it seems like you're going to make some money off this place, too.
Oh, yes, I think I shall have a very profitable partnership.
Yeah, Larry seems super happy right now.
Excellent.
It looks like you finished that flask you gave him, though.
Oh, yes. I'll bring him another one later, but I don't want him to get too used to the product.
Ooh.
So what do you put in that stuff anyway?
Always leave
Oh,
wanting
that has always been my secret. I will never tell. But for this
Be
party...
fun to make you.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No,
Or
darling, it wouldn't.
For this party we are planning, I feel like a comforting presence of Bacchus would certainly help us to sway these ladies of temperance to our way of thinking and perhaps reveal secrets. Who knows? But perhaps if you were to come to this party as well, we would...
Well, I mean, I always feel a good party. If you think it would help, I'm glad to be there.
It would help.
I would
She,
have
like,
to-
hands you a shot.
Yeah.
Drink it.
So, for some reason from the stage, Carl flirting with Dorothy.
Carl's not flirting.
So,
We
yeah, I
think
know,
it's flirting.
but it looks like flirting
It
Oh, sure.
does.
to Stefan. And
Dorothy's always flirting with everyone.
Yeah.
So even
That's why
if it's
I love
one
her.
directional,
For some reason, Carl is not as affected by this as the rest of you. I don't know what's going on.
the mustache power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It gets filtered.
Deflect.
shield.
It
The shield.
sips it.
But Stefan starts playing a little louder and a little bit faster. And like as the other musicians who are on break, it's like, hey, yeah, come on, join in. You know, like, let's play very loud so those two can't talk to each other.
I like it.
Is
Nice.
the undertone.
Okay.
of-
Nice.
Sure, I'd be happy to come to a party. I don't have to dress like them, do I?
Yes, you do. I'll lend you something.
I don't know. That might be a deal breaker. No offense, son. I
Carl,
could dress
drink
you.
Taken.
I'm sorry?
I'm doing the like war on two fronts. You take Dorothy's attention. I take Carl's.
I mean, look, you're dressed to fit in, but you can still have a fun time at the party, no matter what you wear.
Look at me while you're looking at me.
I suppose that's true. I think I could probably make that look good anyway.
You really could.
Probably.
It's just luck, I think. By the fact that I have a goddess appearance. But sure, yeah, when's the party?
Sunday.
Sunday.
This Sunday.
That's a great day for a party.
The Veterans Hall. During the day.
During the day. Well, I'm free. Nothing else happened in the middle of the day on a Sunday.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, I assume
boy.
they're coming over right after church,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
While she's doing this, she's kind of smiling over at you while you're playing in the band.
Yep.
She's kind of doing the thing where she's like having conversation.
Moira has her
yeah.
hat just pulled down around
Yeah.
her ears.
Oh,
I'm starting to tap my foot as I play and
Yeah.
just like really.
Carl,
you
dance
know.
with me.
Absolutely.
Yes. Attention.
Nice. So she's now watching you play and watching you dance.
Perfect. I flirt back with Dorothy too, but it's not as effective.
Carl is a very good dancer.
Yeah,
Just so
sweet.
you know.
Yeah, she gets distracted while like trying to do the front. Like, wait a second, rhythm. Hey, boy, hey. There's rhythm under all of that mustache.
She gives like the little smirky, like, you made a mistake. Like, but like the flirty, like, I got you.
I saw that.
Sweet.
Nice. So it's just you and her.
I'm
So tell me more about this party you want to plan.
Yeah. Oh, plan a party with a hot girl. Go.
Moira just will not look at her. Just staring deep into her empty absinthe.
Like, the more you don't look at
Yeah.
her, the more she's just
like-
like
Stretching a little bit and like puckering out her lips a little, touching up her little makeup.
Yes. Well, the idea is that they filled their lives with a sort of dourness and sadness that I truly resonate with.
Oh.
Perhaps we'd like to have one last shindig
Shindig. Right.
before they commit themselves fully to a life without alcohol.
Oh.
You're on the wrong side of this.
It's temperance rumspringer.
Yeah, that's so good.
Well,
Exactly, but we need to sort of soothe them into it,
Right.
like a lobster in a pot of boiling water.
is that soothing?
Amazing.
Well, they won't know that we're, I guess killing them is the wrong word. Introducing them to the joys
Oh.
of liquor until
I don't know
it's...
nothing about cooking, so.
Yes, I thought not.
No, she does not.
And until it's too late for them.
Got it. Cool.
Yes, I think the plan is for
These days.
what you might refer to as a bacchanal.
I love those. Those are my favorites. So,
It's completely not my area.
it will be doll. So is there going to be, like, killing of the men and stuff, like the normal ones?
It would be good for me. I hope not.
Well, I mean,
Probably.
it doesn't have to be all the men. Doesn't have to be all the men.
It's a little rich for my blood.
Well, there will be blood, probably.
Probably. Second lap.
Genie!
But we don't have to quite take it that far. I think as long as we can, like, figure out some more information from them.
Yes. Figure out sort of, I guess, who their deity is,
Right.
if any.
Well, I've been doing a little bit of digging, and at first we thought it might be someone from, like, one of the big religions, the newer ones, the newfangled ones. But we don't think it is anymore. We think it's one of the older players. Because whoever it is knows Bacchus, Daddy Bacchus really, really well. I don't know who it is.
All right, I guess finding out is our mission.
Perhaps, yeah.
Good, it'll give me something to do.
Yeah.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Are you really? You don't
tell?
seem it? No. You seem cool as a cucumber.
Get out of here. You know you're grabbing the hat from, like, out here.
Genie, help!
Your friend's a good dancer. Did she ever dance with you like that?
No,
Oh.
I'm not much of a dancer. 2 left feet.
Oh, would you like to learn?
Absolutely not.
Maybe another time. Maybe at the party.
Oh, God.
All right, so you guys are dancing. She's somehow eye-flirting with everyone
I'm
in
lurking.
the room.
She's so good.
And making you super uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the muse does.
Yeah.
It really is. It's the first time I've gotten to play one. I'm very excited.
Very good. You do a very good job.
Good.
Nice. So now someone has to run a game that I can play in to use this voice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So she's on board.
Yeah. Or he's just sort of slinking lower and lower to the ground.
Yeah. At some point, she probably dances with you guys if you want to stick around that long.
Totally.
What's party late into the
I'm
night?
only thinking of inappropriate things. What? We should get back to the plot.
Why?
I have sexual side quests. That's later. It's fine.
She's an NPC. Don't fall into your...
It's a trap, Abria!
Every time.
I know. I'm like, Rick,
Damn it.
you keep falling into the MP, literally falling into the NPCs.
Just over and
It'll be
over.
fine. It won't happen this game. And then I make like a crazy, sexy NPC who's constantly
damn it.
flirting with you.
Damn it.
Temptation.
Sits quietly and waits for the plot to move forward.
All right. So you have her help getting alcohol. You have a date for your party. We can fast forward if you guys want to do like the minutia of party planning, or we can skip forward.
Well,
Never
well,
again. I just did my
montage.
reception. No.
yeah, Stefan's
No.
montage of organization and
Nice.
like critical evaluation of exactly how much of everything that you need
Right.
is detailed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, Carl's just
Make money.
brewing it up. No, he's got several batches brewing. And he's,
Jeannie helps by drinking it all. Like, just, let me just try this one.
I'm going to have you guys plan out the party for just a little bit because I'm going to this
Cool.
Yep.
Moira is
All right.
cutting bunting out of shrouds.
Bless you. I feel like you can just take
great.
make a morbid remark because you're crushing that. It's very good. I can't out-morbid you. You're an actual goth.
Oh yeah, I meant to Mark explain a battle strategy for when we were
That
sitting
was
in
very
our
good.
spy.
That's good, yeah.
And I have a thread for
I'm gonna mark
that.
throw a party because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end the life in a second.
I only have mine are start a fight, finish a fight, explain a battle strategy, and diffuse a tense situation. Not had opportunities
Oh,
for
we'll
that.
get there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
You
going to get
were.
real tense.
Yup. Carl, you're so light on your feet.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
know
you.
you were a dancer.
Well, we, as school children, we all learn to dance in Germany.
This seems not like a German thing, because it's not terrible. What? What's the next booze you wanted me to try?
Look, I'm sorry. The war was very terrible, and the German people, it was... Of course. But we do love to dance.
That's fair.
I feel like we have to brew something specific for these temperance women. Something light and effervescent and doesn't taste like alcohol.
Can you make it taste like tea?
Ooh,
Of
we
course.
do love tea.
They do love tea.
I will need some time, and let's see. Do I have the correct ingredients? Maybe, perhaps.
Also, that cloak you made that's my coat is amazing.
Ah, yes, it is very nice. You're welcome.
Very nice.
Well, I think I
Party planning committee.
We just all
right, hi.
watched you walk in. That was very weird.
I've got.
A little. Okay, go.
I've arranged all of the musicians. Everyone's free on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, what else are they
And
doing?
they're happy to work for a very reasonable
Attending
fee.
funerals?
Honestly.
I do have the usual whiskey plus a little special concoction I've brewed up for this occasion. That perhaps when you taste it, does not taste like alcohol, so that.
I like it. I'm
I mean,
sharpening my sword.
it
in
may
front of
not
you
be
guys.
completely ethical if you give this to somebody, but
I think the power of choice will imbue them with the effect we want to cause.
Hysteria.
Aye. As we know, women are frequently hysterical.
Yes.
Fact.
It's our uterus is moving around in our bodies.
It
That's
does. It shifts.
horrifying. Is that true?
Yeah.
It's
Good
absolutely
lord.
not.
It is super true. So true.
I'm
Fine with everybody saying this.
never knew that to be true.
You do know how to cure it, though, don't you? I'll tell you about it later.
You know how
I have no problem with
you know how they
this.
cured hysteria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. That's why I was like, just a slow look at the camera. I would like to subscribe to this newsletter, please.
I mean, a goal for this party is to find out if they are working for someone godlike.
Yes,
And to kill the men.
and perhaps divert them from that course.
Someone told
and
me
kill
to
the
kill
men.
the men.
Yes.
I think you made that up.
I don't think I was the first one to say it.
All of our musicians are men. I need to keep them around.
How many do you actually need for a band?
Well, most of them will stop playing when somebody dies.
Not if I do this right.
Accurate.
Yeah.
I like that. Morbid.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
It is
also,
morbid.
Oh, sweet.
While
Thank
you
you.
were away, I marked explain a battle strategy from when we were sending a spy in, and that was,
Yeah. Sounds good.
And I'm the mole.
You're doing a great job.
Please know I have offered Dottie just my most hideous, matronly dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she somehow you don't know how it happened.
It's never looked that good on Moira, and she's so mad.
Yeah. So she takes it. She goes behind the little screen thing and like changes, and it looks like it got taken in.
Yeah.
Like there's like Magic Taylor who suddenly made it like perfectly fit. Like, well, I guess it's like the straight seams of
Yeah.
the 20. So it's like straight down, but it somehow just like hangs on her shoulders. Somehow more of her shoulders are showing, and like it's a deeper cut. It's just you don't know how.
Well,
it happened.
that's a very fine dress. Why have I never seen you wear that?
Rude.
You have.
I don't remember it. I feel like I would.
It's a little shorter. Like you don't know how it got shorter.
It's shorter. I can almost see
I can
her
almost see
ankles.
her.
Shit. I'm sorry. I love you.
Well, that's quite flattering.
Well, thank you.
Make a scene.
Kind of like it.
Eh?
Destroyeth body from within.
Damn you, muse.
All right. It's nearly 10 a.m., which is when all good parties start.
Oh my goodness.
You've got to drag Jeannie out of bed.
I am wickedly hungover.
Oh,
Stefan
I'm
is
sorry. I have something for
Why are you
Here.
so loud?
Here, drink this. Drink this. It will help you. Take it.
Wow.
Yes.
Without hesitation. What was that?
It is my own special recipe. How do you feel, so?
So much better.
Ah, of course you do.
He's a
You
handy
have
guy to have around.
I know.
You
Stay
know.
away.
I don't get hangovers.
Of course you fucking don't. What? Has fuck been invented yet? I think I invented a word. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been around for a long time.
It's a
Life
good
is an
word.
eternal hangover.
She like hugs you. Thank you. I thought I was dying.
Oh.
Which is weird. For me, personally.
What is your reaction to being hugged by her?
That?
Same.
Oh, it was nothing at all. Don't worry.
And for some reason, at the same time, Stefan kicks his step stool over that he's been hanging tinsel with. Whoops! Sorry about that.
Okay. Whew. This is so early. Do people do things at now o'clock?
Yes.
Hey, I've been up for 5 hours.
Oh my god, of course you have. Because you're still on wartime.
Well,
Is that true? Are you a hero?
well, I mean, not a hero, no. I just did my part for the war.
Oh, and you're humble too. I like that.
And Kimi derails her own game by having fun playing it with the NPC.
But as far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to sleep past 5:30.
Stool was kicked over. I'm so sorry.
We're just gonna have to
Butterfingers.
agree to disagree. I can think of lots of reasons to stay in bed past that time.
Well, staying in bed's different from sleeping in.
Oh, I see. There's like those small differences, right?
We're
like,
gonna run
winks
out
at
of
you.
step stools in a second.
Not that small a difference.
Well,
So
I guess
anyway,
he's not so humble after all.
He has, Stefan has like the whole stage set up for like a dozen musicians, and the stand where he's going to direct from, and all that stuff is ready to go like 3 hours before any musicians are
That's
coming.
amazing.
Okay.
And it's otherwise been like hanging up things and like paper stars that he's cut out, and just like things that he's been doing before everyone
Nice.
got there.
Excellent. Dorothy doesn't do anything, but somehow magically helps.
Yeah.
It's better for her being there, but
She's
she
so
doesn't.
helpful.
She just sits.
We're under the impression that she helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that a lot.
Find we are inspired almost.
Amazing. Very cool. Awesome. So, what time is the party actually starting? I'm
10 in the
you-
morning.
Okay.
Oh
Noon?
god.
So the party's actually
a
starting
brunch party.
very soon.
Blech.
Brunch without mimosas.
Yeah.
What is this heresy?
Oh god.
No.
Have they invented oranges yet? Can we make mimosas?
Invented orange.
Should we have oranges in the 19th?
Google's did they?
Awesome. So,
Because you got one for Christmas in the 20s.
yep.
That was all you got, and you were grateful.
So happy.
So these ladies of temperance start arriving
Good morning.
super awkwardly.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hello. Is there going to be a service? It's on Sunday. I assume the party would start with a service.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Good.
All right. Moira, it's your time to shine.
Yes, it is.
All right. Moira gets up on the big band stage in her like long, frumpy dress and giant, stupid hat. One day, all of you will die.
Yes.
Right? Right. We all know that death is inevitable. So how we choose to live our lives, I guess is the most important thing. Because who knows if there's an afterlife? Shut up, Jeannie.
She's just nodding.
They seem a little aghast when you like suggest there might not be.
Oh,
an
but there
afterlife.
probably is. Oh, but there probably is. Oh, sorry, rather, who knows where we will go when our lives end and
I kick Stefan to play a dirge while she's doing it.
Okay.
we decay slowly.
Are you rolling to help her?
Rigor mortis.
She's gonna have to roll in a minute,
Yeah.
so it's coming.
As we decay slowly, rigor mortis first, and then your abdomen will distend and fill up with gas. And if you don't release it, sometimes the body can explode. Anyway,
You're doing great.
what I would like to present you with is a new perspective on life. One that focuses on death. Where will you go when you die? Try and make it a good place. I think that's what the League of Temperance is all about. Isn't it?
They just kind of like
Isn't it?
clap. Some very enthusiastically, some like, what the fuck was that? I'm not sure if I should clap for that.
You will all die one day. Try and make your life a good one.
Very good.
That was my attempt to present a new perspective.
It was
Absolutely, it's very good. Well done.
Great.
Here for it.
Got a thread.
Very good. So how are you going to kick off this party after this amazing sermon about death?
Literally, Lust for Life is I'm the kind of Reaper that turns people's dread of death into an appreciation for the time they have left.
That
I'm
works
just
so perfect.
Excellent.
Turn up!
You put the fear of death into all of them,
Yep.
and now what are you going to do?
Strike up the band.
You're going to party
Exactly.
and maybe try alcohol.
Right.
So that's how I want to help.
Nice. So you were playing the dirge. We decided, sorry.
Yeah.
So while she was giving her speech about
Oh.
death.
Played like sad. I like sing Amazing Grace in the background.
Oh.
You having your Mariah moment in the
Yeah,
background?
exactly. I take out the earpiece that hasn't been invented yet.
I'm talking about embalming
Just
fluid.
have a plastic thing in your ear.
It's just a piece of plastic.
Yep. Absolutely.
No, Carl's giving you an earpiece. Oh, it's some new technology.
He invented monitors.
Yes.
So good.
So good. All right. Cool.
Cool.
So you're kicking off the party?
Yeah.
Is there a role
Are you
for that
rolling
one?
first?
No, I think she was good. Like I think
Cool.
because she wasn't starting the party, but she got them like together and in the mood and
I did get them in the mood.
mortified.
Nice. Lust for Life does not come with a roll.
Okay.
I don't roll dice in this game.
No, you
I know
don't.
if you've played this.
This is a collaborative storytelling, no dice game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, no, but some of the books, yes. Some of the books, no. All right. Excellent. So you kick up the band.
Yeah.
It's playing, and Dorothy's like kind of starting to like bop a little bit.
Yeah.
She's trying to hold back. She wants to dance, but she's gonna.
Yeah.
So how do you get these people? What you've started the party,
Yeah.
but they are now going to start having to act against like their inclinations. So how are we going to do that?
What was the leader's name?
Her name was. I wrote it down. Where did it go?
Gertrude.
Chastity.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Prudence.
Prudence.
Oh God, that's even better than.
Of course.
I offer Prue a cup of tea.
I was.
Oh, you're gonna do it? No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do it. You do it.
Yes, it is my specialty. That my specialty.
Yeah.
Hello, this is my specialty. My specialty. I would like to offer it to you. And
It's very clever.
Puns are of the devil.
thank you. Our puns up to them.
I know puns are the devil's playground.
Perhaps I would like to know more about your organization. Like what brought you to this this conclusion that alcohol is a menace to society?
Well, just watching people. People are evil when they drink, and they do bad things like have.
Oh, sorry, I'm turning into Dorothy. Sorry. No.
They do bad things like have sex and dance and enjoy things. And people shouldn't enjoy things. People should be
Gross.
dour.
Stop that.
Why do you believe that? What led you to these conclusions?
Well, I mean, that's just what our group teaches.
But what do you believe? Why do you believe this?
I believe that I would like to. I don't know. I never really thought about why I believe this. I was just walking down the street one day and I decided that this was bad.
Divine intervention.
Interesting.
I'm going to segue into a classic 20s tune called Rum and Coca-Cola. Shake it up
Nice.
well.
Nice.
Beautiful.
No, don't do that.
Huh?
Are there guys in the?
Oh, yeah, we-
the
we-
temperate-
There are probably some men in the league, but it's almost all women.
I'm gonna make a lot of eye contact, then go to the bar and order a soda
Okay.
and wink at them.
Anyway,
Turn the fuck up.
I was just walking down the street and I started thinking about these things, and then I met this strange woman who just had all these ideas that just seemed to match what I was.
Were her knees swollen?
That just seemed to match what I was thinking, and
Oh, God.
it just was serendipitous that we met at that moment.
I see. And who was this woman?
You know,
She
it's
sounds very
so funny. I
interesting.
never got her name, but she was very pretty, but dressed all in black, and yeah, it was the strangest thing. I sort of think she might have been an angel, but I don't think women can be angels.
Internalized misogyny takes a shot.
That is true. Women cannot be angels, and we do know this. That's interesting that she has not remained part of your movement, and after having such an influence on you.
But that's why I think she must have just been sent.
Well, it is lovely having spoken to you. Please enjoy my special tea.
Oh, you're so funny. Is being funny a sin? Is that okay? Are you allowed to be funny? You're a man, I'm asking you.
Oh, God. I love you.
Yes, I am allowed to be funny. You are not, of course. I will go
Carl. So good.
That seems accurate.
Thank you.
Yep, that's 2. That's 2 for the
my
day.
God. No, that's like 4.
Yeah, it's so many.
Katie got 2. I
You
got,
got
2.
2. Jesus, just no more juices for Bria.
No more.
I do want to relay this information to Dorothy and be like, is Dorothy is she busy dancing with
She's dancing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm leading the band.
Yeah, but she's dancing kind of with a bunch of different people.
However, I'm going to take this opportunity because we're just playing instrumental.
Yeah.
And you're out at the bar, right?
Yep.
Stefan takes this moment to reveal that he actually can sing, and steps around to sing.
So you guys are sexy.
Dancing the Devil Away,
Nice.
and is surprisingly, just this very baritone, that like the band is able to keep up, but they also know like they're supposed to fade back a little bit and just let him sort of like lean into the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice.
All right. Dorothy likes that and is impressed. But she's probably dancing with you while he does that.
I'm at the bar
Okay.
trying to get these dudes shit wrecked.
Okay. It's
But she
working.
sees the back of Dorothy's head and is no longer into Dorothy. Stop looking at it.
Moira is just walking around hammering it into people that you will one day die, and that maybe you should enjoy yourself just a little bit.
That's a beautiful.
They're starting to
She's
lean
so
into that.
good.
And the more they are drinking the special tea and the more they're having parties and the more you're getting them to drink, the more they're like embracing this vibe. You both are like this like A team of you're gonna die, have fun now.
Exactly. Your
like
lives
it.
suck. Drink now.
So Dorothy, you walk up to Dorothy.
Oh yeah, I would just I spoke to the leader of this movement.
You want to dance while we talk?
Oh, absolutely.
Glass shatters in her hand.
Why not?
She keeps looking at you and you.
Yeah, I'm holding her eye contact while she's dancing with him, which is a real confusing situation for me. Because I'm like, ¿por qué no los dos?
It is the 20s.
Yeah.
Amazing. They roar for a reason.
They
Yeah.
roar.
Good polyamorous 20s.
Yep. Definitely what they were known for.
Do you know of any deities or deity adjacents that may be beautiful women dressed all in black who do not care for parties and fun and drinking? This is a description I was given by the leader of the movement.
Well, I mean, woman dressed in black isn't exactly super specific.
That is true. Well,
I mean, you got some magic or something that could help with that?
do I have magic? Oof.
Oh, I'll roll weird. No.
I can't
No.
see into the near past. I might be able to.
Do it. By the way, I've given the bartender the sign that it's just gin now.
Why don't we go speak to Moira? She may be able to help us further in this matter. I am just a purveyor of goods. I have no magical skills.
No magic sights or nothing?
Not from me, no.
That's too bad.
Moira just appears around from behind you. That's my area of expertise.
Oh my goodness. You're full of surprises. I like that.
Yeah,
Talking all 3 of you.
I'm good at lurking.
I should.
Jeannie's now blue, and her eyes are red.
I'm going to make sure that
less
the bar
happy.
is still very well stocked. Why don't you two discuss? I have informed Dorothy of the information I have, but yeah, you should take it from
No,
here,
you should
Moira.
definitely come talk to her about it. You're the one who heard her say it.
Very well.
Yes, Carl, let's hang out.
So are they getting temperance ladies over to the bar? Like, what's
I
happening?
feel like that's.
exactly?
I'm getting the dudes drunk and then trying to convince them to like convince their wives because they have power over the women folk to also drink.
Yes, use the
But I'm also
misogyny against them.
I'm trying to like get the dudes too drunk because I'm stomping on some bodies today.
There are also a large number of what you suspect are like old maids and quote spinsters.
Yeah, definitely. But the dudes
Who
that
I
were,
am
like,
putting
dragged
the
along
fear
by
of
the-
death into.
Yeah, they've
and-
sort of started drinking because she's
Yeah.
like talking about you may die someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to transition into the song "Tain't No Sin."
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
All right.
Did you want to do
Are we
something?
the
Mike?
baddies?
Yep.
We are encouraging a lot of crime. So I have the move Visionary. So I can roll 2d6 plus Judgment to see into the near future or recent past. So I would love to try and see this interaction and see if I can get any more information about who this woman in black was.
Okay.
Ooh, second roll of the game. That's
Hey,
a 9
it's a
plus
9.
Judgment, which you see that's an 11.
Doesn't
beautiful.
Oh, never mind. You don't need any help.
But a 10 plus, the vision is mostly clear and gives insightful direction.
Absolutely. You see this vision of this beautiful woman. She's dressed very conservatively, but it's like,
I like that.
yeah, it's like that outfit they put Gallon for Wonder Woman, where it's like,
Nice.
oh, this will make her not the most beautiful woman. Oh no,
Yeah.
she's still fucking
Still
stunning.
gorgeous.
Yeah. Put glasses on her. That'll fix it.
Yeah.
And you what you're Morgan.
Celtic.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to you because you probably know it. This is the goddess Hecate
Nice.
of the same pantheon as Bacchus. You don't know why she would do this necessarily, but you recognize this is who this woman is. That's why the interaction was super brief.
All right. The way that I see the past and the future is by like creating art that she's just drawing on like a bar napkin. Yeah. That's confusing. Who is sort of in my? I guess I'm talking to Dottie. This may hit a little bit closer to home than you'd like.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hestia. I'm sorry, Hestia.
Hestia.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
goddess of the
Wrong one.
heart.
Yeah, I totally switched the H names.
I got
Okay.
it. I got
There's
it.
only like
This may hit a little bit closer to home than you would like, but I'm afraid it was your goddess of the hearth, Hestia.
She's kind of boring. Although, Daddy Bacchus did kind of take her seat on the Council of the Olympians. So maybe she's pissed and wants her job back?
And you didn't think that this information was necessary when you came to us in the first place.
Well, I mean, it's an ancient Greek legend, so of all the people in the world it could have
Nothing's
been.
ancient to me. Fine. What do we do?
I mean, it's not like Daddy Bacchus hasn't pissed off a lot of people since, the dawn of everything.
Fair enough. Maybe alcohol is evil.
It's still fun.
not wrong. Neither of you are wrong.
So what do we do? Do you know where to find her? What's the plan?
I don't know, doll. You guys are supposed to come up with a plan. That's why Daddy Bacchus had
I'm
me
not good
get
at
you.
plans.
Well, you made a party. That's a good plan.
Which is getting rowdier and rowdier.
Ain't no party like a temperance party.
Yeah.
The temperance party's full of repression.
Yes.
I mean, if you turn up the party enough, I don't know, maybe she'll show up or send somebody or something. I don't know.
I guess it's time to turn up.
Yep. Speaking of that, Jeannie is an angry drunk and doesn't like that Dottie is talking to all of her friends. And, for any non-mortals, she's starting to turn blue and her eyes are red and arms are sprouting. And she's going to use flashlight on everyone at the bar with her. And each arm is going to reach into each one of their bodies and, do a damage while also. Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, that was a bad roll, but it's +2, so it's a 7.
7.
Alright, so they're stuck until a minute passes. But I'm also going to deal 1 harm to everyone in the group, so they feel a little more mortal.
Okay.
Drink until it feels better.
Nice.
Yeah,
That absolutely works.
totally. And you guys just look over and see ephemeral arms reaching into each of their bodies.
I'd like to do what I can, because I can see what's happening, to get Jeannie to come back to the stage and do a duet with me. And so I'm trying to sing, the guy's part of this famous duet, and then,
One hand goes 1 second. That's the thing.
But my goal is to diffuse a tense situation, if I may.
Absolutely.
And yeah, trying to sort of. Do you want me to roll anything, or is that like kind of just a go?
Yeah, roll sway someone.
All right.
I think that's good.
Sway me, because I'm real excited about this.
That's 9.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll stop what I'm doing.
Okay.
'Cause I'm about to start a bar fight. This is fine. This is fine.
You want them drunk, not dead.
Yeah. So now Dorothy is
I want both of those things. So, sure. She reluctantly leaves. As they're all kind of like... they all look a
But
little
now, if
busy
you're
with the
singing
bar.
a duet on the stage with him, Dorothy's watching both of you. So she's like very into this.
Nice.
But who is she watching more?
That's important.
Seems-
There's one eye looking at each other.
She's
I
amused,
believe
so I
it's
feel.
a one-upsmanship kind of relationship.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's fair. We should roll for it.
You should.
Should we roll awe?
Yeah.
An awe roll off?
Yep. All right. I'm
And
going to
a
my
roll
good dice.
awe?
Same time. 2, 1, go.
Oh, damn. So, Jason has rolled a 12.
On the dice.
God, I rolled a 3
Abreu
on
has
the
rolled
dice.
a 3 on the dice.
Right at the camera.
And you know why?
Boy.
Because I'm no longer, I don't care about sex. I'm angry and want to murder people.
Okay.
Fuck Dottie. You can have her.
Apparently I will.
I will stomp on her. I will send her to her afterlife. Good. I hope you try to have
Oh,
sex.
doubles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. and doubles.
Yeah. Yay. Oh,
I mean, that would be
awesome.
one way to find Hestia.
In Dottie's guts.
Yup.
Send Dorothy to the afterlife. That's a plan.
Oh,
Yep.
here she is.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, the party's just like going crazy. And you guys are very good.
There's a lot of weird
There's
energy
a lot of
going
weird
on.
happening.
It is super weird, and I'm very into it.
The angriest duet.
At some point, the party it's like one of those things cinematically where like everybody's moving, everyone's dancing, everyone's moving, and everybody stops, except for the 4 of you. Even Dorothy stops.
Nice.
And it's just one of those things where like the party, and it's like exactly like if there was like water flying from someone's glass or alcohol, like it's like pauses, like Evering like stops. And then a woman walks in the front, and it's like the little jingle like of the things hanging on the doors in the shop, like the normal thing. And she just walks in, and you would recognize her as the woman from your vision. And the 4 of you immediately know that this is a goddess who's like walked in this shop.
Nice.
That's not great.
Jeannie's already in anger mode. One of her spectral arms pulls the feather from it, and it turns into a sword, and she points it at her, tongue lolling.
So it seems that you all wanted my attention. You got it.
Who are you? Who is this?
Hestia.
I am Hestia. I'm a goddess.
Clearly.
Are you responsible for the banning of alcohol in the United States?
It's the first step in the larger plan to ban alcohol throughout the world, yes.
Oh, well, that's not going to work, is it?
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Why are we talking to her?
She has some good ideas.
Hey,
Oh, I was inspired by the women's suffrage movement. I gave up my seat on the Olympian Council to a man, and I think I regret that choice, and I want now to have my seat back. And the only way to do that is to depower Bacchus.
I have no problem with her not liking the tea. I'm conflicted.
Party conflict.
Yeah, well played.
Thank you. Oh,
Whoa.
Jason, the look of conflict on your face.
Find another way.
if we were perhaps to help reinstate you, would you back off?
Well, absolutely. If I were able to attain a seat on the council, I would. Alcohol is not really
Easy peasy,
a
we
concern
just
of mine.
Dethrone Bacchus.
well, Bacchus has done nothing wrong or against his nature.
It's not punishment for him in any way. I just want my power back.
And I want to drink out in the open.
Seems we're at an impasse.
I'm gonna fight her in a second. She just turns to you and says that.
Well,
I like her.
I just want to explain intersectional feminism with this sword real quick.
This is my sword,
an idea.
intersectional feminism.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but if we're to fight her, we'd have to be very smart. And then I throw my trench knife at her.
Nice. All right, roll for it.
Nice.
Smite someone.
Yep.
Oh my gosh!
Jesus! It's 12.
Double sixes again.
Which
battle
is
dice.
which is a 14.
Yeah.
Damn, do you know?
Wow. And that's 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what does it look like when you throw your trench knife at her?
Well, it just sort of came out of where was that sheath even? You know,
Oh my.
spins it on his finger. A trench knife has like a trigger guard, like a gun, kind of. So he spins it and then just wings it. It flies flat in a sort of round, and I don't know where it hits her, but
Yeah.
because he's facing Genie when he throws it, right? He's like we have to be really careful and be strategic about it. Like, I don't think we should fight a goddess. Wink.
So good.
And I'm gonna mark start a fight.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Also, you rolled boxcars again, so you should.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Nice.
You get to move them.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I know which one I want. I'm gonna take Divine Speed from the Elemental Playbook.
Dope.
Very good timing. Cool. And we are officially in combat now. So, who would like to go next?
Oh, me. Me, please.
I thought we were fighting this god. This seems like a very unprofitable decision.
Yeah.
I want to pounce on her while saying, do you know why what you did disproportionately affects black populations in New York? Think before you act! And attacks with her sword.
All right. Very good. Roll smite your enemy.
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
So you should re-roll that one. That fell out
It
of the
fell out of the
box.
tray.
Yeah.
That fell out of the box.
Mike is always the jerk who picks it up.
It is double ones, though.
You know what? No, I'm going to leave it, because
All right.
I would rather keep the doubles.
You want the doubles?
Yeah, I'll keep the doubles and miss the hit.
All right.
Because honestly, best you're going to get is like a 4, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I guess I
That
should
puts me at
actually
5.
do my smite your enemies thing.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think I have to protect myself. I get to pick 2 of these, so I'm actually going to do go for the throat and make an opening for an ally.
Cool.
Which
It wasn't me,
unfortunately
don't-
was
no,
like
no,
I
no,
was. I was like
no.
trying to block for whatever you were going to do, and then you flubbed it.
I whiffed it real good.
But anyway, that's what I did. So I actually did 5 harm.
Okay, perfect. She's more than 5 harm.
Yeah. What? What? I'm astonished.
Amazing. All right. Next.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
If
So-
Dorothy was awake, she'd laugh.
Yeah. So, not a fighter. I'm going to start scribbling on a cocktail napkin, and I'm going to actually roll Visionary again and see if I can just kind of get a sense of this fight, so I can hopefully provide some help.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the future.
Well,
Because you ain't never going to see me fight. See, that is a 10, and I have augury, so I trade a 7 to 9 as a 10 plus.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it's doubles.
Yeah, and it's double,
So you get a
so I'm a
three.
champ. So I actually got a pretty clear vision of where
how
this
this fight's
going.
going to end.
Sorry.
No problem.
Or just like maybe what her next move is, so I can help someone like get out of the way.
That is awesome as a GM to have that happen. All right, you see that. I just keep getting stumped today. This never happens to me. Katie, you're like,
Well, if
You're
you
doing
want,
well.
you could give her advantage on or Fate's favor on a help roll. In the
I feel like that's
future.
not as fun.
Oh yeah. All right,
I mean,
agree.
that's cool, but you're going to see one of her weaknesses.
Okay.
And she, in fact, is more vulnerable to women than to men.
Ooh, I like her so much. Why are we fighting?
That's a good question.
Well, I'm barely, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
But that, yeah. You rolled a which one? What did you roll?
I rolled a 10 plus.
A 10 plus. I can't remember that. You don't have anything. All right. Cool. So yes. So you and Abria's character, whose name I can't remember.
Jeannie.
Yeah, Jeannie will have plus an extra harm on her if you actually end up hitting her.
We'll see if
Can
that
I
happens.
relay this to the rest of the group?
I don't know. Can you? May you? Yes.
Oh, I will.
All the things.
Jeannie can hurt her more than you can. Put all of your effort into helping Jeannie hit that bitch.
Debatable.
You also
That's from the ground.
Right?
Yeah. You're like,
Cool. Information I could have had before I attacked. This didn't work.
You also see that as like the goddess of the hearth, she is also vulnerable to things that are made.
all right.
So like things that are cooked, potions, etc.
What?
What?
Oh well, too bad we don't have any potion
'cause-
makers.
Oh dang! I'd already had a plan, and now it feels like I'm just capitalizing on what you just said. But no, this was my plan originally.
Well, I mean, your character's kind of based on that, so I think we all kind of.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah.
is my surprised face.
So Carl is going to like hide behind something, and
choice.
in his bag of holding, he's going to rummage around, and there's a he pulls out a small like glass pot with some green liquid into it, and grabs a rag off the bar and shoves it into the lid of it. Lights the end of the rag
Yes.
and tosses it to Gene.
Oh, tells it to Jeannie. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right.
Alley-oop.
Yeah. Sweet.
Can
Someone else can go.
Can I intervene
yeah.
before you go?
Please do.
Because I was thinking about kicking over the mic stand, take the microphone and all that long wire, and get my lasso.
Lasso
Nice.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I should roll something because it says roll to provide potions when required.
Oh yeah, metal.
Yeah, do that.
Roll for it.
Let's get metal.
Roll
Got
metal.
it. So metal.
I believe in you.
I don't.
That is a
Nice.
That is,
10?
you don't roll like a Bria.
so.
Dude, they're your dice. You did this. No, my dice did that.
So basically, you're going to get a +2
Okay.
in addition to your +1
Nice.
because
But plus one harm. So if you hit her, your regular harm you do an extra
Cool.
harm.
So it's a +2.
And
But
now
you
it's a
get a-
+2 harm
And
because
a plus,
it's a
yeah,
+2 to your
attacks.
roll.
All right, so you're the Terminator now.
All right.
It's a +2 to whatever your roll
So I'm at
is.
4 plus. I can only fail with boxcars or with snake eyes.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
saying that out loud is a good idea.
Yeah.
I know it'll be fine. I'm not rolling your
Wait,
dice anymore.
That's not dice
wait,
roll.
So
They're not my dice. I gave them to you.
I know, but
Wait, does
They were actually mine.
does
Fail.
Hestia get to do something? 'Cause
Oh,
we
yeah.
all went.
only when we fail a roll.
She has a hard
Oh.
move, but she's not
Yeah.
using it yet.
Oh, okay. So let me set her up. for
Please,
you.
yes.
All right. So microphone wire, which is this big thick cable in 1920. And I think I'm not actually trying to do damage. So is this like a perform under pressure or smite your enemies?
You're just like tying her up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perform under pressure
Okay.
because you're not like doing harm.
That's not great.
That's a 5+.
You took
I
his
roll
lucky
these
dice.
That's a 5.
Oh.
So that's a hard move.
Yeah, that's a total of 5 right
So
there.
you go and you like
Arms.
use this as lasso,
Yeah.
and she just like it goes like around her, and she just like steps out of it effortlessly,
Yeah. All right.
and kind of looks at you like, really, wire?
Well.
Well, if she was looking at you, then I'd like to sneak up on her and clear my throat and then smash whatever you gave.
You don't want to be close when that explodes.
It's a Molotov cocktail.
That seems fine.
It's all good.
All right, I'll take that. So 7 plus 2 is a 9 plus 2 is an 11.
Okay.
And it'll be... Okay, so I'm using your thing, so
Yes.
it's not the 5 harm from Epic.
No.
But whatever it was before. Cool, what is this?
I mean,
She says as she...
you're an artisan. I still kind of feel like it's an epic weapon.
Oh,
I mean, if you want it, yeah, that would be 5 then.
Okay.
Sweet. Cool.
So it's 5 on your regular epic weapon. And then
so no, it's 4 on an Epic
4.
weapon.
So it's 4, and then
there's
plus
+1
the
from her.
plus 2 because you are also using something that was
Plus
Oh,
two
yeah,
is-
because I'm
plus
using
2 is
Spite
on
My
my
Enemies,
roll.
which
Yeah.
would be an extra one. So
Like I
that's
said,
like
you're the
6?
Terminator.
Yeah, so that's 6.
Yeah. Cool.
Plus... Yeah.
So this like
I don't know how any of this works.
like hits her, and just like this weird, like it starts as normal looking flame, and then it kind of turns this weird shade of like purple, like lavender,
Nice.
And for a second, she like,
And it's totally not her color.
yeah, totally not her color. Like,
She's way more in autumn.
yeah. So for a second, she almost like laughs, and then it like, then her face gets like stiff and like very uncomfortable. And then she like takes a deep breath, and she almost like you guys can hear the scream, but just barely, and it's like all the glass like around just like shatters.
Nice. I want the other thing to be gain an advantageous position, which is, I guess, to fuck off, because this is explosive. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
I just
That
step
totally
behind
works.
like a dude that's frozen.
Yeah, absolutely. And you actually
What
see
area?
the glass from stuff is actually, some of it's hitting these people,
Yeah.
but they're still not reacting to it. They're just like,
Is it cutting them or is it just bouncing off?
no, it's kind of cutting them a little bit.
Oh, good.
Luckily, there's not a lot of glass because there's
Whoops.
mostly
Yeah.
like, but especially the front of the storefront kind of blows in, and it's blowing in. It's not blowing out.
Carl, what the fuck was that? That was amazing. Thank you. Good dice.
And she's going to use a hard move.
Well, yeah. She
So,
has a couple.
yes, she does. So this purple flame that's like inflicting damage on her, she's like takes a deep breath, and the color of it changes back to like normal flame of like a hearth color, kind of like this like orangey red color, a little bit more red than normal flame would be. And she just like, and she just kind of looks at you, and just like, and like throws it at you.
That feels fine.
Yeah.
That's fair. I am behind the dude though, so I want the dude to also take harm.
Oh boy. Poor dude.
Dude,
It's a shit house
fine.
party.
It's all good.
How many harm will I take?
Do you want to dodge it or try anything?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you wanted
Oh,
to
did
use,
I roll the like?
well, yeah, if you
take
wanted
a
to use
blow?
your next move to do that, you can. I'd let you try and dodge it if you'd like.
Or could I
Sure.
try to take it?
Yeah. If you want to jump in front of her to save her,
Don't
I have
you dare!
divine speed.
you do have divine speed.
I want to roll practical tactical brilliance
Okay.
and see if I can.
Thank you. They keep sneaking in,
They do.
just touching the mics.
Hey, that's a 10.
10, 12. So I get 3 holds,
Okay.
and I'd like to spend 1 to take harm in place of a nearby woven bandmate.
You absolutely,
Oh,
you absolutely can.
what are you doing?
All right.
so
so
cute.
how much harm is that?
It was going to be 4 harm.
Okay, so I have 2 armor.
There you go. So you take 2 harm.
I take
Nice.
2. I don't have any threads left, but that's fine. I'll take 2 harm.
Very nice. And so you've gone. Who else would like to go next?
Again, lover, not a fighter.
Ooh. Gosh. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Do it.
I don't know, I said.
Oh.
You've taken the one harmful potion I keep in my bag.
Is her attention now focused on Jeannie, or is she just kind of central and
She definitely knows
Scanning.
that. She definitely knows that Jeannie can do more harm to her.
okay?
You can also do harm to her.
Just
I mean,
throw stuff at
theoretically.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to assume that because I am a secret coward, that Moira is hiding behind the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And because she is not fond of alcohol, she's just going to start picking up full bottles and just chucking them.
Nice.
Nice. Considering the amount of
You're-
fire that
Yeah,
woman's
right?
wielding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're with me behind the bars.
Yeah,
We're just both
Oh,
like,
bless them.
Hiding and throwing very
Oh,
expensive
hold on,
alcohol.
real quick. Can my block have been like to grab Jeannie in like a dance move?
Oh my god.
Yes.
As we
so
like
good.
turn, I'm like,
100%.
careful.
I just like blast your back as you like.
Yeah,
Does it end in a dip?
yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Damn you. Boo.
Love you. Gotcha, girl.
That was very good.
All right.
Okay, you want to go?
And yeah, I'm like,
So you guys are behind the bar. You see
you
this.
hate alcohol? Fine.
Perfect.
Well
And
played.
then back to hiding.
Yes. All right. Roll smite your enemies.
You
Or-
get her.
Yeah.
Get her good.
All right. Ooh, man. What is this? Prowess.
That'd be
Negative 1
prowess.
prowess, guys.
Rolling
Great.
minuses. That's it.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. Very
God,
nice.
it's minus
9
one.
on the
It's very
dice. 8. So yeah, you're you're throwing these bottles. Some of them are missing, and some of them
They
are
sure are.
hitting the people around her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll take care of that.
They're not
I'll take care of it
acting.
later. You're fine.
They're not reacting, so okay. But some of them are shattering at her feet, and the fire that was on her and that she was wielding has started to catch.
Nice. Oh god, our arson is happening all over again.
We're re-arsoning.
Very nice.
Cool. Repeat offenders.
Abria or
Very
Mike?
good. Mike,
Goof.
use your mustache power. Mustache power.
Can you shoot them out like spines?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Blow it up.
All I can do is make things.
Make spines.
She
out
is
of your
vulnerable to
mustache.
made items.
Yeah.
That's true.
Tinker.
Damn
it.
you.
Take it like your life depends on
You're
it.
literally sitting behind a bar with a whole bunch of different chemicals around you.
Oh, that's true.
I probably have a small bottle of embalming fluid on me somewhere. I can use that.
You should find it first, though.
God bless you for just carrying embalming fluid, like, for death on the go.
You never know when you need it.
That's fair.
True.
Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the chemicals behind this bar: embalming fluid, alcohols, cleaning supplies, maybe.
Yeah.
And whip up what I believe to be a potent poison that can affect supernatural beings.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would.
Roll to make the thing.
What would I roll that for?
I'd say probably metal.
Or weird, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I can see an argument for either one of those things. I think metal because you're performing under pressure. Because if you had like all the time in the world, I'd say you're maybe.
I do.
a little bit-
My bag of holding does have all my alchemical texts, which is a gift.
Oh,
so
okay.
Ben Fate is using a gift pushed beyond its normal limits,
Okay.
which is a little bit like this situation.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, fuck, I need something. Something in these texts must help. Ugh, I need juniper. I guess gin would work.
Absolutely. Okay,
so good.
I accept that argument. Roll weird.
Okay.
Get it.
Am I good at it? No.
Oh no. It's gonna be great. It was great. You got
Doubles.
doubles.
I got doubles.
What'd you
Cool.
roll?
I got
Eight?
an 8.
Eat the hard way.
And then you have 0 or
I have a 0.
okay,
so it
it
is
is
an 8.
okay. 8. Very good.
So I choose one boon and one bane.
yes.
So a gift is pushed beyond its normal limits, which means I have created this kind of supernatural poison that I don't have one of my usual flasks, so I have emptied out a bottle of whiskey and used that as my flask. And my bane is... Ooh, I've taken 1 harm because the fumes have entered my body. And
Nice.
it has
You'll get used to it.
changed, it has affected my mind.
Nice.
But yes, I have created this, and I take this and I throw to Jimmy.
Hug it yourself.
No, I can't. This must be ingested for it to be fully effective. You must find a way to get her to ingest it.
What do you want to do? Mid dip. Okay. Well.
Bless you, Mike, for making it like so much harder without even being asked.
Add a caveat. Woo!
So
To make it hard. To lean into the like fucking over in your own character. I love it.
amazing.
Take a thread. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was epic.
That was epic. Cool. Hey, do you have any ideas on how to? You're very close right now. What to do with this?
I believe in you, and I think you can take care of this.
Cinematic romantic pause where like everything else kind of slows and we all hear everything you're saying to each other.
Let's get you closer.
Sweet. And then you like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, do the little pivot.
Spin. Da, da, da.
Yeah, cool. Hey, girl. And then like, let's go. She's got multiple arms right now. So I want to do smite your enemies, but I want one arm to like grab her throat, the other to like pry her mouth open,
Nice.
and then the arm holding the thing to try to push it in.
Perfect.
Because you gave me a hard thing to do.
I did.
But it's thematic because it's like poisonous
It
drink.
is. Cinematically in my head, you are kind of like, you've had her in a dip and now you're like spinning and kind of helping launch her.
Yes.
So do you want to roll to help?
Well, I have my practical tactical brilliance holds.
Okay.
And I can add to smite rolls.
There you go.
So let's see how it goes.
Please roll good. I'm never going to use this dice
Okay,
again.
well, what's 6?
What's the total?
Yeah,
That's a
it's
6?
an 8 total.
8.
And
Okay.
I can add 2 to a smite roll.
Fuck yeah!
Okay,
One of my
perfect.
holds.
Dope.
So that's my second
Nice.
hold. I only have one hold left, but
Thank you.
Very nice.
I
So
haven't trained these dice. It's my fault.
It's
a bit to the left.
Okay, my bad. And the other arm like shifts her head over a little bit more, so it goes in her mouth.
very good. Okay, it goes down.
Moira yells from behind.
And then one more
bitch.
and one more hand covers her mouth. Swallow.
Oh, where's Dorothy when you?
I know. I was about to say.
Stefan blushes.
Dorothy's frozen, but she you just kind of think you see an eyebrow, kind of like, ooh.
Dorothy's perfect.
Yeah, she swallows this, and for a moment, she just like freezes. And then Mike, describe what the potion does to her.
Yeah.
The potion is a. It obviously can't kill a god, but it's a. It's like a freezing drink. So, like you said, she freezes, but you see like from her stomach, it's. I don't know what's she wearing. All black.
Yeah, she's just wearing like very, very plain, very like temperance clothes.
But you see, like, her hands start turning blue. And her neck.
Uh-huh.
And it goes up, and she's not able to do anything, but you can see her eyes still moving.
Nice.
So she's aware, but she is temporarily frozen
Fabulous. Very good.
in place.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, and I'm going to say that does like 4 harm to her.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a lot. Cool. So she's now there and frozen and unable to move.
Cool.
I'm also going to say that it causes her to be depowered temporarily because it was like this badass potion that you made. So suddenly everyone in the room starts moving again.
Oh,
And there's
sweet.
broken glass everywhere, and this woman standing there who's blue,
thought
you're
you would-
blue with all these
yeah.
arms. And the band like immediately like starts playing, like it's like full volume all of a sudden.
Amazing.
Who's
Pandemonium.
injured? Who's injured? Anybody?
I'm not.
I've taken I think your injury. Was that when you said like everyone takes harm? Was that everyone?
No, not you.
Not me. Okay.
No, I was doing that to all the people that I was
Oh,
trying
okay.
to get like shit right.
I did take a.
Bria, will you turn your mic up again?
I took a bit of
it
residual
up?
damage off of putting this.
No, yeah,
this,
point it
Oh,
towards your mouth.
So you took a harm.
concoction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go. Yeah. Any better?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
Awesome. So, what are you doing?
And so is she just still? She's just,
She's
like,
just still
in
frozen. Yeah, she's been depowered. So she was stopping time basically, and now she's completely frozen with this magic potion,
place? Yeah.
which has taken her power away too. So now everything that she was stopping now is no longer stopped.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to try to use rally to me.
Okay,
I have to declare a plan and then roll some dice and see what happens.
cool. Declare your plan.
All right, friends. We've got to get her out of here before it starts to look even weirder than it is.
Fair enough.
So, I think it ought to be you two to carry her, and we'll cover for you.
We can take her to the mortuary.
Works for me.
All right. So I have to roll off.
Get it.
Inspire us.
It's neat.
Nice.
So that's a 10.
Hey.
And who agrees to go along with my plan?
Everyone.
Oh, okay. So the first bandmate to agree to the plan gains a threat.
Do you want it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
So on a 10 plus, they heal +1 harm,
Nice.
everyone, and gain Fate's favor on the next roll that follows, according to, like along the lines of the plan, which is to surreptitiously get her out of here.
Sweet.
So all together now.
Before this happens, or like whatever, before we carry her off, she starts like taking off her giant fur coat because it's a cloak of concealment, so we can just like throw it over her and like,
Nice.
schlep her out.
Oh, good idea.
It's like really quick. You took fire for me,
A bit.
a little bit. Let's make a deal real quick. Just you owe me one. I'll come up with something later. And she kind of like gives you a look.
I owe you.
Let me offer you a trade.
Well,
sorry, I picked up in the balance. And I don't want to say it in front of really prudish company what that trade's going to be.
Talk about that soon.
I'm uncomfortable again.
God, I keep rolling really badly, but
There's
it's still
two
an
sets
8.
of 6s in that set.
I know, right?
Maybe switch to the other set of 6s.
I'm gonna. Okay, sweet. So
I used those
heal
for a
2
long
harm.
time. Like, they're not terrible.
Oh, I heal too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all my harm.
Nice.
Sweet. I'll take the harm. Because I rolled shitty.
Golly.
Yeah, my heal move doesn't heal me, so
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
So Dorothy's now, like, not frozen either, and she sees you, like, there's a goddess, and you're throwing, like, a coat on her. Golly, you guys have been busy.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yes, well.
I probably would.
Well, fair enough.
For some reason, this gentleman decided it would be advisable to attack a goddess. I do not know why, but we seem to have gotten things under control a bit.
Well, yeah, while she's frozen.
Grab the bottom part.
Good
Grab
luck
the
with the
bottom
rest of it. You guys should come see me if you survive, okay?
Yeah.
It's like extra heavy. Why?
I'm just walking out with an invisible thing.
Yep.
Absolutely. So you guys are headed to Mars
The mortuary, yes.
Mortuary. Okay. Awesome. You make it there carrying this.
Get a cab.
What do we
Are there cabs in 1920? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tie it to the roof of the cabin.
Yeah.
Her,
Like
not
a Christmas
it.
tree.
Yep.
Good. Alright, I guess we just lay her out on the slab. What do we do with her?
I don't know. She's going to be very angry when she stops being frozen.
Some kind of banishment seems in order.
I don't really do magic. Does anyone?
Well,
This is a good plan, guys.
it's not my specialty, but
Yes. I did hear you were a wizard.
I'm quite accomplished.
Great sorcerer.
Yeah.
I maybe have a plan.
Yeah.
I can use my threads to take a new move from my playbook. I can get dire warning to try and intimidate her into fucking off.
That sounds good. I mean, she's in a pretty
If it
bad
doesn't
spot
work,
now.
Yeah,
it doesn't work. All right, fine.
So you take her into the mortuary.
Yeah, so we are taking her into the mortuary where she is surrounded by dead bodies,
Yeah.
presumably.
She's like on your slab
She's
or
on my
table or
slab.
whatever. Okay.
What's like a good plant that's a good to get? Holly? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Holly's a protection,
Holly is a plant.
usually for
Yeah.
protection spells.
Okay. Is there any holly available here?
Perhaps in storage with the Christmas decorations. We like to decorate for Christmas for the child corpses.
You're a monster. This is great.
My goodness, that is morbid. Yes, I will go check for a moment. I basically want to put together like a holly binding, like a
Nice.
Yeah.
to keep her locked down while we propose fucking off.
Yeah.
I could try to kill her.
She evidently has not taken down the holly from Christmas, and it's February, so there's this nicely preserved dried holly, like
Yeah.
about the
Perfect.
mortuary.
So I do take a moment to weave it's a special weave that I read from. I have it in one of my books
Right.
of how to create that protection.
Okay.
So
Fabulous.
I'm going to weave that together to just kind of keep her pinned
Nice.
as the effects of this potion wear off.
Nice. I'm going to say you can do that. And
Okay.
We'll light some candles, get it real atmospheric in there.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's super cute.
the goth candles, your
Yeah,
secret
yeah.
black candles. I am going to have you roll. I'm going to have you roll weird again.
Okay.
Get it.
Getting weird.
I believe in
I
you.
do have Fate's Favor.
That's right.
There you go.
So I rolled 3.
3 dice.
You take the good one. Yeah, that is the right die to grab.
Is it?
Yeah,
You've
they're
been real good
they're
today.
good boys.
Oh,
No,
that's an
not.
8.
Okay.
I got
That's,
nervous.
okay. You shouldn't have said it.
That is a straight up.
sorry.
That is 8. 8. It
yeah.
is it.
That does it,
Success.
though.
Yeah, you absolutely do it. And you have time and stuff, so. Cool.
So I do it. but when I...
Because you have to take a boon and a bane, right?
Yeah, I'd have to take a bane. So I would say...
You can come up with something that's not on the list.
I can? Or you
Sure.
can?
You can. I mean, I'm all for you screwing yourself over
Those
very
are
in
suggestions.
creative ways.
Yes.
It's more of a
Guideline
guideline.
than actual rules.
Pirates of the
Sorry,
Caribbean,
Katie.
motherfuckers. I know.
We're the worst.
Yeah.
No, I could say that binding the holly affects me in a way, and I can take fate's disfavor on my next roll.
Ah, I like that.
In the balance.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's very poetic. I approve. Well done.
You were at an 8, right?
I did have an 8.
Yeah, okay, so I can't, like, a help roll wouldn't do
Wouldn't
anything.
actually help that much.
I really like how much time I'm going to have for another roll anyway.
Fair enough, fair enough.
We're good. All right, cool. So, you can tell. Go ahead. All right, she is starting to. The blue is starting to recede back slowly. She's still not moving yet, though.
All right. I am going to attempt a dire warning here as she's sort of coming to. There's, she is sort of half bound by this holly. There are candles. There are corpses everywhere. This is a bad place to wake up, even if you are a goddess.
Nice.
We're going
And-
to count Mike's roll too as a +1 because he's helping you, kind of like
excellent.
containing her power and stuff like that.
Should she get my fate's favor
If you want
for
to give it to her,
going
yes.
with the plan?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you should have that too. Thank you. I
Sweet.
forgot about
All right. And standing at the foot of the slab is just the gothest bitch you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Don't fail me now, dice.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Nice.
9.
That is a 9 plus
Very nice.
1.
Or you could take the devil.
No, you can't.
that. No,
9
No.
plus 1 is a 10.
very good. Cool. So yeah, you nail it.
If you stay on this plane, there is nothing but death for you. And I'm
So
very
good.
familiar with death.
You're fucking terrifying.
Not that she needs it, but I add my aura of dread.
Okay, nice. Yeah, absolutely. So she like slowly the blue like recedes and she starts to move. She seems like contained by the holly though. She seems like she's not like leaving the ring of holly around her. And she says, "Very well. For now, I will continue to allow Bacchus to sit in my seat. But I do require a price." And she's going to look at you and forget your character's name. I'm sorry. Stefan. There we go. Sorry, I have lots of windows
That's
of
all right.
notes.
You're good.
Mike said it very angrily. He was disappointed at my bad
Furious.
He's just angry about everything. He's a very angry
You're
boy.
such an
He's had too much tequila today.
angry boy face.
Does tequila make you angry? No. it makes me-
He's just
Made your
born
clothes
angry.
fall off? But, okay, sorry. Your father is radio.
Mhm.
I feel like there are big things coming for radio. If you could,
It may catch on.
yes,
It may catch on.
if you could entice him to help me further the suffrage movement, I will leave things be as they are for some time.
Fireside chats.
Well, I imagine it won't be a challenge for them to spread your message, but the people will make their own choice.
Of course. But never doubt the power of suggestion to humans. The more they hear something, the more reticent they are to believe it. Ready they are to believe it.
Well,
Other things.
I'll speak to them.
Thank you.
If you also want to include civil rights for people of color, that would be amazing. Just throwing that out there. Okay, thanks.
Yep. I'll get right on that.
Hestia. Focus.
Doesn't make me more powerful. It's
It could. Trust black people. I'm trash. I will be over here.
very well. Well, then enjoy the rest of your temperance party. I will leave those women be. And then she just like poof, like gone.
Okay. Moira, that was very impressive.
That was awesome.
Saved alcohol.
Kind of. That was great.
Who am I?
Thank you.
Thank you. That's very
That
kind
was
of you.
very nice.
It's very
I
kind.
liked it.
Now we
it's
just have to
Bob. And she, like,
convince
points
the
at a
rest
corpse.
of the country. Now that we convince this one group in one city.
We go on a tour.
It's a whistle stop tour.
Yeah.
No, you do actually, because it's alt history and I can do whatever I want because I'm the GM. Sorry, Herald. It's suddenly all these temperance groups that have been popping up and been very politically powerful suddenly changed their minds and started breaking up and closing and changing their positions. And in our alt history, yes, 2 months after it was put into place, the prohibition was taken away, repealed, and alcohol once again flowed freely in the United States of America.
Yay!
Hooray!
We did it! We made the world better, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, we did a good job.
Okay, you've been drinking tequila like it's water all morning, Mike. So, yes.
That's fair.
Yes. So, what happens to your characters after this tremendous victory?
Nice.
What do you guys do?
I think Moira returns to her mortuary with a newfound appreciation for death and temperance, but maybe she occasionally has a hot toddy.
Nice.
Okay, it just,
Salacious.
Scandalous.
and nurses her crush on Jeannie.
Aww.
Aww.
I'll go. I opened the Cotton Club,
Fabulous.
Nice.
and the actual favor she asked of you was to help her
Oh, yeah.
get started.
That's
But she's
awesome.
going to try to convince you, like, also sex?
Porque...
Yeah, why not both?
I'm so uncomfortable.
And nurses her crush on everyone in the group.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'd say Carl goes legit with his bathtub whiskey, as it has proved extremely popular during the brief prohibition.
It's got that good bathtub taste.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Is it called Clawfoot whiskey?
Get out of my head.
now it is.
Damn you.
And now, in addition to
Loins felt clawfoot whiskey.
now in addition to American, Scottish, and Irish whiskey, there's now German whiskey
That sounds horrendous.
Tastes like a burned down log
I bet it's
cabin.
great.
Tastes like
and
strudel.
Japanese. There's Japanese whiskey too.
Yeah.
Yes. It's actually good.
Do you want to be part of our super sweet club?
What?
You want to provide all the alcohol for
Oh,
our
of
super sweet
course.
club?
Yeah.
Yes, you get the exclusive limited editions.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That somehow 18-year age. Like, what? You just
Weird.
started this last year. Yeah, Stefan is jumps at the opportunity to be at the start of a club because he's been bouncing around from place to place, and is like the disorderedness of living the life of a musician is maddening to him.
Yes.
So like the idea that he could be at this club and like be that club's band leader every day,
Also business manager.
at 9 p.m. and you like have that schedule sorted out.
Yeah.
is really is good for him, and will probably wind up creating romantic disasters
Oh, yeah.
between like would like to hook up with Dorothy, is happy to hook up with Jeannie,
Yep.
and then at some point pursues Carl to whatever effect,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like that's gonna make a mess either way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Does he have a chance with Carl? Because if he gets turned down, that's like a whole thing.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
I feel like that. I don't know. I kind of
Or
want to
we
leave it
can
a
leave it
mystery
open.
forever.
I feel like I don't.
It's our next one shot.
Gonna
One
have to
drunken
wait.
night.
Happy Jack's Nights.
Happy next night.
After
That will
dark.
happen someday.
It will happen someday, I'm
Carl
sure.
is so professional. I don't know.
But he'll do just about anything for
Jeannie
money.
and Dorothy show up just to lubricate this entire transaction.
Awesome. All right, thank you guys for playing today.
Yeah, this was so
super
fun.
fun. Yay. I hope you enjoyed playing Demigods.
That was
Jason.
super fun, yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, I haven't really gotten to play since like the early playtests.
Right.
And this was really fun for me. So thank you everybody for
Awesome.
letting me I feel like a lurker, sort of. But like, thank you for.
Thank you, Katie, for joining us on your first game.
You're
wonderful. Super good.
Thank
So
you
good.
much.
Thank you guys for watching too. Check out the rest of our games at happyjacks.org/show. It has all the games we've ever played that you can listen to. Also, don't forget to listen to our advice podcast, which is on Friday nights. You can find that on that same page. Please subscribe to all 3 of our feeds. We have 3 of them now. It's crazy. So we have the advice show feed, we have the actual play campaign feed, and then this one and our ShadowCon games are all on the one-shot feed. So if you go to happyjacks.org, all of them are listed to the right of the page. I know because I put them there. So thank you guys. Come back at 4 p.m. today for another game run by the amazing Jim, who is in our L5R game and Gene X.
Or Jim's GMing.
He's GMing.
Well, that's exciting.
It's very exciting, yes. So Tappy and Nick and Matt and Eli, it's going to be a really cool game. So come back and no, a little less than an hour I went over. Sorry, guys. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.